more. It'll be significantly easier when we just kind of first shoot out to the quote unquote Noti gang. Like none of you guys voted for Trump. And then, like a good 1% of y'all will hop in the guest request to just annoy me or whatever. And that's why it's hard to kind of get that first guest to be a Trump supporter. So, guys, please, if you voted for Trump, hop in that queue and I will get you up here very, very shortly. And then secondarily, if you didn't vote for Trump and you hop in that queue, I'm going to ban you and you're going to regret it. So let's just not even go there. Someone in the chat asked if my hand's okay. No, my hand fucking hurts really bad. The muscle was just split in half. So whenever I put any type of movement or anything into the muscle, it hurts like hell. But when I just kind of let it sit limp like that, it doesn't really hurt that bad. So, all right, let's go and get that first guest up of the day, you guys. If you're in that queue, once again, make sure that you voted for Trump. Hey, Kaylee, thank you so much for the $5 on PayPal saying, I wait for the live notification every day, literally the highlight of my day. Kaylee, you're awesome. I love you. That's that's awesome. Everyone show some love to Kaylee in the chat for that. You're awesome. We all appreciate you here. We all appreciate you here. Shout out to Kaylee. Aiden, what's up? You vote for Trump? Aiden, you have exactly 5 seconds before I terminate you. Banned! All right, let's go and move on to the next guest. Everyone just give us a minute. I'm guessing that we all do know the ground rules of the live. Just make sure if you're in that queue that you voted for Trump. What's up? Did you vote for Trump?
Oh shit, my bad. Don't ban me.
Banned! I'm just kidding. I won't ban you. I'm just going to remove you. Moving on to the next guest here, everybody. Just give us a minute. By the way, let's try to double tap up to 200,000 likes. It once again just really helps us
Trump
send up the
will be terrible from America because, first of all, he built a literal border just to separate people from people. Like, you can't...
Based! That was a fetus, but they were kind of cooking, so... I let him up here for a second. W Fetus. Lovey, thank you for the $5 on Venmo, just saying that you can't pay attention in class and you're in here instead. Well, make sure that you're getting your work done, but I appreciate you for hanging out, All right, moving on to the next guest, everyone. Let's go to see. We got another Aiden. Hello, did you vote for Trump?
No.
Oh my god, Aiden. Leave. Just banned. Just leave. Banned. Leave.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I'm making it so clear that we only want to talk to people that voted for Trump. Sid, thank you for the galaxy. That's very kind of you. Thank you, Sid. I can't even do the heart anymore. I could try. Archie, what's up? You vote for Trump?
Hey, what's up? Well, I'm British, but I would have.
Banned. Quite frankly. I don't know what I don't know what's in the air. It's like some people just aren't sentient, Like Amy, you vote for Trump? Amy, 5 seconds before you're terminated. 5, 4, 3, 2, terminated. Banned. Moving on. Hey guys, if you voted for Trump, just drop a MAGA down below in the chat. I really hate the guest request at the start of the stream. I really hate it. It really it brings me a lot of stress. Jordan, what's up? Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Awesome. And why did you decide to vote for the worst presidential candidate of modern American history?
No, I previously had the opportunity to serve under his leadership while I was in the military, and I believe that his picks when it comes to Secretary of Defense and his national security ideologies, I'm not going to say plans because we all know that he has no plan. I won't even try to sugarcoat it. He doesn't.
Do you think his pick for SecDef was good?
No, I think his current pick is terrible.
So he picked terrible people to run the military, and he has no plan. So why did you vote for him?
I'm not talking about his current pick for SecDef. When you previously look at his candidates with General Mattis, that was probably one of his best picks for SecDef that he fired due to Mattis speaking out against him. Am I wrong?
But buddy, Lovey, thank you so much for the $5 on Venmo. Is your hand okay? It kind of hurts. Thank you for the $5 though. So this is not a debate about Trump's you voting for Trump in 2016. This is a debate.
No, I voted for him now, and that's what
why did you vote for Trump in 2024?
I previously served under his leadership in the military, and I believe he will be able to put America back at the forefront of the world when it comes to leading from a strong and dominant military standpoint. Okay,
yeah, so that didn't change under Biden and Harris. We've always had the strongest military in the world. Even over the course of the last 4 years, if we were to cut our military budget in half, it'd still be leading the next country by $100 billion.
Well,
what were the shortcomings of Biden and Harris?
I've seen, and I'm not going to try to pull the DEI crap that a lot of other people have, but I've seen from firsthand service that the standard has been lowered across the board, where we're no longer
specific standards.
Our fitness standards. We'll start there.
Fitness standards have not been lowered for anybody. Jordan, I know this because I've researched this because someone else made the same point. Fitness standards have not been lowered for anybody serving in a physically intensive role in the military. However, fitness standards have been lowered for females serving in particular roles that are not on the front lines or not fitness intensive. I don't believe that makes our military any weaker. So, if anything, it makes it greater because we have more individuals that are ready and willing to serve.
I'm going to ask you to look at the United States Army Rangers physical fitness standards, and I want you to see how originally, before women were allowed into combat roles, everyone was held to the same standard. Now, you look at it, also, I'll only say the last 8 years.
Rachel, thank you so much for the $10 on Venmo. I do really appreciate you for the love. Everybody, please show some love to Rachel down below in that comment section. W's for Rachel. He left. Okay, he just didn't even want to debate. Hey, if you're one of the 2.5 thousand people hanging out in that stream, make sure that we're double tapping. We'll probably have to inevitably do a restart here. I guess we'll just see. So let's go and get that next guest up in the box right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Mandy Brooks loading in. We'll probably have to do a restart. I don't know. We'll see, but we'll try to be able to run a stream without a restart because that'd be nice. Melee, thank you so much for the $1 on Venmo. Very kind of you. Mandy, what's up? Did you vote for Trump? Mandy,
just give me a moment. Just give me a moment.
Well, I'll give you a moment if you could just say yes or no. Did you vote for Trump?
No.
Yes.
Oh yes, yes. Sorry, yes, I did.
You did vote. Okay, Mandy.
Yeah,
so why did you vote for Trump? I guess Mandy really needs a moment. I think she's her brain is computating. So we'll get another guest up here.
Hello. Sorry for my loud mic.
Moving on to our next guest. Here we go. If you're one of the 2.6 thousand people in here, guys, make sure they were double tapping.
Hello.
Mandy, I just want to put it out there. You have 30 seconds before I just kick you. Hi, did you vote for Trump?
No, I'm Australian. Show me the back of your head.
You can go see the back of my head in my second most recent TikTok. Moving on to our next guest, everybody. Just give us a minute. What's up, Travis? Did you vote for Trump?
Hell yeah.
Blake, thank you for the $1 on Venmo. I appreciate you so much for the love. So, why did you so enthusiastically vote for the worst presidential candidate of your lifetime, Travis?
You have the worst opinions I have ever seen on presidential candidates. Okay,
well, I'm giving you the opportunity to prove that.
Way better under Trump. Kamala ruined everything. Mm-hmm. Everything just fucking sucks with Kamala.
Yeah. Her name is pronounced Kamala, so let's try to pronounce it right. Well, I guess Blake doesn't really want to debate. So everybody, please spam. Blake is a runner, beta Blake, okay, double B in that chat. I don't know what it is with the Trump supporters. I really do think that this live proves that there's no substantial rationale that stands behind the opinion of the right. I posted a video on my TikTok account yesterday, and it's blowing up like I've never seen before because I believe that what I had said in the TikTok video was so incredibly accurate and true. And I'll kind of reiterate that point now. A lot of Republicans place their emotions on such a high pedestal, and they dictate their political beliefs with vibes and those emotions to, influence the livelihoods of others. And I feel as if this live perfectly demonstrates that point. Christian, thank you for the hand arts. So instead of Blake coming up here and stating his beliefs, then allowing me a chance to respond so we could logically extrapolate them and see if they have good reason or not, he instead whines like a literal child and then leaves because he knows that what I said about him placing his emotions on such a high pedestal is spot on. And unfortunately, that's the reality, guys. And I'm inviting any Republican that voted for Trump in this live to spam MAGA in the chat or to hop in the guest request and come up here and prove me wrong. I really want to hear a rational position from someone on the right that can demonstrate that a perfectly rational individual would have voted for Trump in this election, because I don't think that's possible, right? But Paige, thank you so much for the $40 on Venmo. Paige, that is so incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much. W's to Paige in that comment section. Paige says, thank you for the charity work you did trying to take talking to the racist pick me DEI hire. Money you make off of those clips should count as a tax write-off for real. That's funny. That's really funny. I like that. That's a good one. Yeah, they should count as a tax write-off. Yeah. Oh my God, that's a good one, Paige. W's for Paige. Hello, did you vote for Trump? Shirtless white man. No, I guess he didn't want to talk. All right, moving on to the next guest. You did. You are like 3 football fields away from the mic, brother.
How about now?
There you go. Get a little bit closer.
How about now?
There you go. There he is. So why do you vote for Trump? The worst presidential candidate of your lifetime.
Well, I didn't vote for him in 2020. In 2024, the options weren't too good, and I just considered him the best.
Well, I mean, obviously, if you voted for him, it didn't tell that you thought he'd be the best option out of the two. I'm asking you why.
For our standing on the international stage, we look stronger with him than we would with a Democrat.
Absolutely not, sir. The only president that we've had other foreign world leaders laughing at during the last 8 years has been Donald Trump. He was laughed at by the entirety of the UN Rights Council. President of France and then Donald Tusk from Poland posted a video on Twitter literally laughing at him. Not to mention he's really bad for global relations with people that we care about. He's isolating us from leaders in the EU, and everybody's laughing at him because he said that he might invade Greenland, annex Canada, and invade Panama, as well as he lied about a conversation with the president of Mexico. And he wants to further isolate us from other leaders with the imposition of tariffs. I mean, Justin Trudeau literally had to make a trip down to Mar-a-Lago to explain to Trump why tariffs are bad. It's so incredibly sad. So he doesn't just make us look bad on that international stage, but he also, cripples those good relations that we should have. Bray, thank you for the star map.
All right, you want to hear why I think he is?
Sure, I just gave you all the reasons why it's not.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
So feel free to counter the reasons that I gave you by giving me your reasons why it is.
So for my reasons, let me start with why I think on the Democrat side they're more weak. So when Joe Biden came into office, not 2 months in to when he became president, Israel, and I don't know if you remember this back in 2021, Israel and Palestine were at each other's throats almost immediately. The Afghanistan pullout was a bloody disaster. Right after that, 6 months after that, Ukraine and Russia are at war. 8 months after that, Israel had that huge October 7th massacre happen. Then they went and started massacring Gaza. Under any other Democrat, there's just nothing but slaughter and war in my entire lifetime. During Trump, name one conflict, name one war he started.
Trump didn't start any wars, and neither did Biden or Harris.
Yes.
We actually had more U.S. troops die under Trump compared to Biden and Harris. We're talking 65-17. Also, not to mention, if you think of slaughter and war and how it's never true under Republicans, obviously you were not alive during Bush and Dick Cheney. And then secondarily, you're blaming all of these conflicts on Biden and Harris.
Because the world sees him as weak. They see Democrats as weak. I've been to these places. Dean, I'm in the military. I've seen these people. I've talked to them. They see liberals as weak and easy. They take advantage of them.
So I want to use your specific your vocabulary there. Take advantage of. So we have leaked Kremlin documents where Putin says that Trump is easy to manipulate. Do we have leaked Kremlin documents where Putin says any Democrat is easy to manipulate?
Did he invade Ukraine under which president?
Under Biden and Harris.
Exactly. That's all you need.
So you're going to hold to the hypothesis that the reason he invaded Ukraine under Biden and Harris was because he observed Biden and Harris as being weak. That's a hypothesis with no evidence for it. In fact, we have evidence against it. And if we could just posit random hypotheses to explain a causation correlation fallacy, I could just posit the hypothesis that he locked and loaded under Trump, invaded under Biden and Harris. He knew that it would last 4 years, so the final stretch when Trump would take office again, as he's interfered with the last 3 presidential elections to get Trump elected, this time by paying Republicans like Tim Pool $500,000 a month to push propaganda, he would finally win it over. Not to mention that it is just objectively true that Democrats hold a stronger stance against Russia than the Republicans. Are you joking? Could you contest that fact?
I do completely.
Whoa, what? No, it's the Democrats that have been advocating for more funding and more weapons to Ukraine. It's the Republicans that have been saying that that's a bad idea. It was Kamala Harris who said at the presidential debate with Donald Trump that Ukraine has the right to win and we will support them unconditionally until they do by honoring the Budapest Memorandum. And then it's Donald Trump who said, well, he just kind of wants Russia to win and he just wants to end the war. It was Biden and Harris who have said that Ukraine will not win until they get all of their land back, and it's Trump that has offered Ukraine the same shit peace deal that Putin is.
Ukraine's never getting that land back. One, we need to find a way to make sure that, one, this war ends, because if they don't agree to some kind of like middle ground with this war is never going to end. That's what.
So now you're agreeing that the Democrats hold a stronger anti-Russian sentiment than the Republicans, because you're agreeing with Trump. I'm over here saying that our government has an obligation to honor the Budapest Memorandum signed with Ukraine in the 90s, and we will hold the red line in the sand as set by the Budapest Memorandum. And then you're over here saying, no, we need to give up some of that Ukrainian land and stop funding them as much. You hold less opposition against Russia than I do. So once again, do you contest the statement that Democrats hold more anti-Russian strength than Republicans?
Republicans hold way more anti-strength against Russia. Okay.
No, you're contradicting yourself, because first you say that it's the Democrats who want to continue to support Ukraine's fight against Russia, and it's the Republicans who don't want to continue to support Ukraine's fight against Russia. And now you're saying that somehow, even though that's the case, it's also the case that the Democrats have less anti-Russian sentiment than the Republicans do. Are you kidding me?
Republicans are sick of sending all that money over to Ukraine
that's why they hold less anti-Russian sentiment. That's why
anti-Russian. We're more patriotic than Democrats are.
You can't say those two things simultaneously. You can't say that Democrats support spending more money on the opposition against against Russia, while also saying that Republicans have more anti-Russian sentiment.
Republicans are sick of sending money to Ukraine. Yes, we are.
Which means Republicans have less anti-Russian sentiment.
I'm not comparing the two. We are anti-Russian, but we're also...
They're directly correlated with one another. All right, funding Ukraine is strength against Russia. Do you contest that?
That is not strength against Russia, funding them endlessly.
Wait. If giving Ukraine the money and the weapons to fight Russia isn't strength against Russia, then what is strength against Russia?
What is strength against Russia?
Yeah.
I would say probably finding a way to end that war. That would be strength against Russia, forcing them to the table.
Wait, allowing Russia to gain Ukrainian land and then offering a deal in which would ultimately allow for Russian expansion is more strength against Russia than continuing to fund and give Ukraine more money and more weapons to continue their advancement against Russia?
Wars.
Wait, Runner, we're talking about two separate things here. You're trying to justify the position that we shouldn't give Ukraine any more money. I understand that's what you believe, and I understand that we could have a conversation about that, but that's not even relevant or pertinent to the discussion of who has more strength against Russia. Like, you could say that giving Ukraine more money and weapons to continue to have a strong fight against Russia is a bad thing, but even if it's a bad thing, which I reject, by the way, it is still more strength against Russia than not.
Okay. I agree with you that we should have strength against Russia. Yes.
Wait, would you agree that if you were to suggest... No, because you're not responding to what I just said. Would you agree that even if giving more money and more weapons to Ukraine is a bad thing, it's still more strength against Russia?
I think if we're giving people in California only $770 per family, but we're giving $100 billion to Ukraine, I think that's messed up, Dean.
Okay, well, Rana, you're just literally eating propaganda. You're actually eating propaganda. It absolutely is propaganda, and I'll explain to you exactly how. David, I appreciate you for the money again. So first of all, $770 is the max amount of money that is allowed to give an emergency expenditure to individual citizens. Well, you know who doesn't want to do it? Fucking Republicans. Now shut your ass up while I finish. And wait, Republicans in Congress are the ones that have stopped, any advancement towards increasing the caps on FEMA. You say who's in office right now as if you think that the executive branch of our government can do whatever the hell they want. See, that is the value that Trump has instilled in you, because he tried to do whatever the hell he want. He tried to throw our civil and electoral processes out of the fucking consideration, and he tries to have this unilateral rule of terror over our federal government, and that's something that you now confuse with reality. So that aside, going back to what I said, A, this doesn't respond to what I said at all, and B, this is literal just RNC shield propaganda. This idea that we're only giving $770 per U.S. citizen that was affected by the fire, meanwhile we've given $100 billion to Ukraine over the past 4 years, is absolutely unilaterally wrong. A, that $770 amount is the max amount of money that we could allot towards individuals for emergency expenditure as they're affected by a natural disaster. B, Biden and Harris have agreed to cover all expenditure for cover all damages from the fires in LA for the next 180 days. Right now, they've already added up to $55 billion, which is more than we've given Ukraine this year, and it's only been 2 weeks. And then C, this doesn't respond to or address my point in the slightest. I've tried to explain to you 4 times now how a conversation on if funding for Ukraine is justified or not justified is not relevant to the conversation on which party stands in a higher level of opposition to Russia. I completely believe that the money that we are giving to Ukraine is a good thing, and I could defend that position incredibly easily. However, I don't want to be confusing 2 topics simultaneously, and we could talk about that secondarily. What we need to talk about first is what party in our government stands in further opposition to Russia. And obviously it's going to be the party that wants to continue to give Ukraine more money and more weapons to fight against Russia, to win the war, compared to the party that doesn't support that whatsoever, was described as easy to manipulate by Putin, and Putin has interfered with the last 3 elections to get him elected, as he knows Trump in office is more conducive towards his own goals, or he wouldn't have interfered to get him elected. Can you contest that argument at all? Or are you just going to continue to talk about how you don't think money to Ukraine is justified? Because if you do just continue to talk about that, well, then I will interrupt you again and explain to you how it's not relevant or pertinent at all to the discussion if it's the Republicans or Democrats that stand to a higher level of anti-Russian opposition. Now you could go ahead.
All right, so what's the question here exactly?
So can you agree that it's the Democrats that stand in more opposition to Russia compared to the Republicans for the following reasons? Reason number 1, they want to continue to fund Ukraine to win the war. The Republicans don't want to continue to fund Ukraine to win the war. Reason number 2, Putin has described Trump as easy to manipulate. Putin has not described Kamala Harris as easy to manipulate. And reason number 3, Russia's interfered with the last 3 elections, pushing pro-Trump, pro-Republican, pro-Kremlin propaganda to get Trump put back in office, because he knows if Trump is in office, it will be more conducive towards his goals. There you go. I'm mute. I made it clear.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I hope I made myself clear.
You made yourself clear, Dean. I'm listening to every single point you made, but that does not change the fact that we are sending money to Ukraine. We should stop that war.
That's a whole different topic.
What are you trying to say that? So your topic that you want to talk about is that Democrats are strong against Russia, correct?
Yep.
Dean, have you ever served in the military?
Irrelevant, but no.
No, it's very relevant. You ever worked in any industry and government?
Nope.
You ever worked with intelligence, anything like that?
No, I've not.
Have you ever
All
been
irrelevant.
to that side of the world? Have you ever talked to those people?
Have I ever been where?
Have you ever been to Eastern Europe?
Eastern Europe? I haven't been there, but I've talked to a lot of people.
Well, I have,
Eastern
and I'll
Europe.
tell you firsthand, they do not look at liberals like they're strong against Russia. They look at Republicans that they're strong against Russia. When Trump was president, we were way stronger against Russia. Way stronger. Republicans.
So you're actually not contesting any of the reasons that I gave you. Could you at least acknowledge that?
The fact that Republicans have a history of being way stronger against Russia.
So Rana, I just really want to point it out. You're contesting the claim. You're not disputing the evidence I gave for the claim. In order for you to refute my position, you have to dispute the evidence I gave for the claim. And insofar as our conversation, you haven't. Like, please acknowledge, at the bare minimum, that Putin has interfered with the last 3 elections to get Trump elected. If Republicans were stronger against Russia, why would Putin interfere to get him elected? Can you, okay, if you're not going to respond to any of the evidence that I've provided to you, at the bare minimum, respond to this. If Russia was stronger against, if the Republicans were stronger against Russia, why has Putin interfered with the last 3 U.S. elections to get the Republicans
They
elected?
can interfere all they want. That doesn't change anyone's vote. You think people vote?
Can you respond to the question? If the Republicans are stronger against Russia, why does Russia interfere with the last 3 elections to get them elected? Wouldn't Russia want to get the people elected that are weaker against them, so it's easier for them to achieve their goals?
Well, here, my opinion, they didn't even interfere with it, to be honest with you.
They did. It was proven by the DOJ COI, and it was proven by the DOJ, the DOD, and the COI.
The reason why I said they can attempt to, absolutely, but they didn't convince anyone of either way. People are going to vote how they're going to vote.
That's completely irrelevant. They tried to convince people, and that's the
doesn't
point.
Work, Dean. If you're easily manipulated by
the efficacy of the Russian interference is completely unrelated to the question on why would they interfere in the first place, attempting to efficaciously sway individuals to vote for Trump if Trump is harder on them. Why won't you respond to that? Like, who cares if they tried and failed? The point is that they tried. Why would Russia try to interfere with 3 U.S. elections to get the Republicans elected if it makes it harder for them to achieve their goals? If you don't respond to that, I'm going to kick you. Because you haven't responded to anything I've said this entire time, and I'm trying to get you to respond to at least one thing. At least respond to this one thing, and I'll let the chat be like the fair moderators of this. Republicans and Democrats alike. I want everybody to hop in and judge if he's responding to what I'm saying here, and I want to make my question very, 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 very clear, so everybody knows exactly what they need to be, attempting to gauge his response for. So the question I want your response for is, if Republicans are stronger against Russia, why would Russia interfere the last 3 elections attempting to get the Republicans elected? Wouldn't that make it harder for them to achieve their goals? The efficacy of the interference is not related to the conceptual idea I'm attempting to communicate.
If you ever think maybe Russia wants better relations with the U.S. and they can negotiate better with Republicans than they do Democrats, warmongering Democrats, never-ending war Democrats?
Okay, well, if Russia can better negotiate with Republicans and Democrats, that just means that the Democrats hold more red lines against Russia, meaning that the Democrats are stronger against Russia. Do you hear yourself? You're actively proving yourself wrong.
Not at all.
Yes.
I firmly believe that Republicans are way stronger.
Animal. So how could Republicans be stronger against Russia if it's easier for Putin to get what he wants with Republicans?
End that war. And
how can Republicans be stronger against Russia if Putin can get what he wants easier from them?
We're trying to force them to the table to end that.
You're not answering the question. How can Republicans be stronger against Russia if you think, and you're right, that Putin can get what he wants easier from them?
Say that again, I couldn't hear you.
Get the fuck out of the live. Jesus Christ. Get the hell out. Get the hell out. Are you kidding me? Are you joking? Are you joking, bro? He had to have been trolling there, right? Like, I'm just gonna believe that he was trolling so I don't lose
back to
my
the
goddamn
response.
mind.
Back to that response. I'm gonna double back because he didn't pick up where he put it down.
Alex, what's up? You vote for Trump?
Yeah,
Why did you vote for Trump?
Okay, now let me tell you why. I believe Trump has better foreign relations.
With who?
Anybody.
Name it.
Let's say Russia. We'll say Russia in this case. No, we'll say Russia.
Why do we want a president that has better relations with a dictator?
Because just because he's a dictator doesn't mean anything. He's still one of the strongest countries. That's like
you
saying,
understand the reason why the Democrats have worse relations with the dictators, because they don't give the dictator what he wants.
It's not about what he wants. It's to find equal. You need to find a place in between.
It absolutely is about what he wants. Like, do you think that Putin really gives a shit about Trump, about the U.S., about Kamala Harris? No, he only gives a shit insofar as how it would impede or propel his ability to achieve his goals. The more conducive the relationship with the U.S. is to achieve his goals, the more likely he will hold it to higher value. So when you tell me that Putin holds a relationship with Trump to a higher value than a relationship with Kamala Harris, all that tells us is that the U.S. under Trump is more conducive towards Russia achieving Russian goals compared to Russia achieving Russian goals under Democrats. So let me ask you, does Russia have good goals or bad goals?
Whether those goals, whether they might be good or bad, I feel like
I
feel like
no, I want you to answer.
Okay, I'm going to answer.
Good or bad goals? Does Russia have good or bad goals?
You don't got to talk over me. Give me a second. Whether those goals be good or bad, it doesn't matter with us. Like, you don't understand that point.
Answer my
gives a
question.
shit about Russia?
I'm explaining it to you right now. Does Russia have good or bad goals?
They have bad goals, and I can agree with you on that. And I know
so
you're gonna say that too.
if the U.S. under Trump
their
is
goals.
more conducive
What about
towards
our goals?
If the U.S. under Trump
They
is more
can help
conducive-
us become a better
if
economy.
the U.S. under Trump is more conducive towards Russia achieving bad things, isn't that a negative thing compared to a positive thing?
It's not, because we have things that we want from them. So it's important to find an equal standing with them. That's why when Trump goes over there, you know, he does his little handshake and shit, that's important for us.
What for exactly?
We need to find an equal standing.
Okay, so you're saying that we should help Russia do more bad things for why?
Okay, name one bad thing he's done.
Killed his political opponents, jailed gay
of
people.
course, I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
Segregated
He's a bad
people on the
person.
basis of their sexual orientation.
You're right. You're right.
He
You're completely
invaded
right.
Ukraine, killed Ukrainian children, committed war crimes against
Yes,
Ukrainian
you're right. I agree
against
with
Ukrainian
you.
soldiers.
I agree with you.
Covertly allowed North Korean troops to serve as a part of his military.
I agree with you.
And if a North Korean troop gets injured, they kill them.
Okay, so what do you say we do then? We do what Biden's doing, completely ignore them, fucking piss them off, send more troops to Ukraine, send more money to Ukraine, and what? Have World War
You
III?
just contradicted yourself.
Okay, what do you want to do?
So you
What
said
do
that
wanna do
Biden's
then?
completely ignoring Russia, but Biden's also holding the red line in the sand against Russia, which doesn't completely ignore them. Also, when have we been at the highest potency of a third world war in modern U.S. history?
Now. Now.
Fuck no.
Yes,
no.
fuck yes.
Okay, so then you're
Fuck
ignorant.
yes. So
You're,
I don't
you're
think we're
ignorant.
aware of what's going on
Alex,
in
how old are
Israel
you?
and shit.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
You're 18. Okay, you're too young to know these things. So
I'm
in like
not.
the
How old are you?
You are. I'm 20.
And
but
okay,
the difference
you're
between
2
you and
years older than
me
me.
is that although I'm too young to have experienced these things firsthand, I've put the time in to research them, and you haven't, right?
How do you know that?
Yeah, because you told me that we're at a higher threat of World War III now compared to in the 70s and 80s during the Cuban Missile Crisis.
I never
when
mentioned
school
the
kids in
70s or
Cali-
80s.
when
The
school kids
70s or
in
80s
when
would not-
school
did
kids
not come out of
when
my
school
mouth.
kids in California were doing nuke drills and hiding under their desks in school.
How are you gonna mute me? You don't.
Because you interrupted me, Alex.
What?
Because you interrupted me. That's why.
I did not interrupt you. You're just yapping.
Okay,
I
Alex,
never
you're delusional if
mentioned
you think
the
that I
70s or
didn't.
80s.
Wait,
don't
wait.
have
Did
to mute me.
you really just say that you didn't interrupt me? Wait, I have a question. What's an
I
interruption?
never mentioned the 70s or 80s. I don't know why you keep saying
I
that.
asked you when we've been at the highest potency for a third world war in modern
I think
US history.
around the end of 2023.
Okay, Alex, I'm going to mute you when you interrupt me. Can you stop that?
I'm
Can you
answering your
age?
question. I'm answering your question.
I'm addressing you very directly. I'm
Okay,
asking you to
okay.
stop interrupting me. Is that fair?
Okay, that's fair. Okay, go.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go into you to speak. I don't like doing the whole interruption thing. I don't like doing the mute thing. I come on live every day to have constructive dialogue. Okay, so just don't impede upon that constructive dialogue by not interrupting me every time I open my mouth, because you know that you can't contest what I say, and your only way to make sure Dean's
Not really.
get out is by an interruption. So I'm gonna go back to what I said. I
Okay, go
asked you
back.
the question: when have we been at the highest potency of a third world war? You said right now. I said, well, obviously, you know nothing about the 70s and 80s, the Cuban Missile Crisis, the Cold War, when we had school kids in California hiding under their desks to do nuclear drills. Okay? The point is, the highest potency for Third World War was when the USSR was at its strongest. And right now, Putin is essentially trying to rebuild that USSR by annexing Crimea, by launching an invasion of Ukraine. These are all things that Russia is attempting to do to build their strength. And we have determined, since the Cuban Missile Crisis, since the Cold War, the best way to prevent the highest potency for Third World War with Russia again is to hold very firm and strict red lines in the sand with them, meaning that we tell them if they attempt to advance, we will fight back. And that's what we did with the Budapest Memorandum in the 90s. And now we are honoring that Budapest Memorandum by holding that red line in the sand against Russia.
Okay, I understand that. But why fight? I don't think
Why
you
fight?
understand that. Why fight? Why do we need to fight? Why can't we find equality? Like, why? Why do we have to fight? I don't understand that.
Well, equality is allowing the constituents of Ukraine to be self-deterministic and hold their own state, which is where we've been at prior to Putin launching an invasion and killing them.
That's true. That's true. I agree with that.
So the question why fight should be asked to Putin, not to the people that got invaded.
But we're not doing any good.
We are. Defending Ukraine is a good thing because we're defending the sovereignty and self-determination.
And who are the Ukrainian soldiers killing?
Russian soldiers.
And what did they do?
They invaded upon their land and they killed their citizens to.
You think they're all bad?
For themselves. Do I think all Russian soldiers fighting for invasion, imperialism, colonialization, and expansion are bad? Yes. Everybody on those front lines is bad.
Some of them don't have a choice. You do understand how the military works over there, right?
Yeah, if they're on the front lines and they don't have a choice, they're not bad, and it's very unfortunate that they have to be there.
And I agree.
Right, but that doesn't justify allowing them to invade Ukraine and take their land just because they don't have a choice. If anything, right, the Ukrainians are justified in still fighting against the soldiers that don't have a choice, and the immorality of their deaths would be reflected back on Putin for making them invade.
Okay, so let me ask you a question.
For instance, let me ask you a question to kind of test this conceptually.
Okay.
So if like a madman, right, put a pew-pew to a random stranger's head and told him to grape you, and the only way that you can prevent this guy from graping you is to unalive him, would you be doing anything wrong by unaliving them?
No, I wouldn't.
That random stranger didn't have a choice.
No, of course not. That's not.
Exactly. And if you did unalive that random stranger that was trying to grape you, right, that death would be justified from your perspective. However, it would reflect very negatively upon the madman that forced him to try to do that in the first place, correctly?
Yes.
So those Russian soldiers that don't have a choice, they are still ingressing upon the rights of the Ukrainians by attempting to take their land and kill them. Meaning that the Ukrainian soldiers are doing absolutely nothing wrong by fighting against the invasion, colonialism, imperialism, and expansion.
And why didn't this invasion start when Trump was in office?
I don't think that we have any evidence to posit one hypothesis over another. Any reason that you could come up with would be pure speculation. There's some bare facts that we know. The bare minimum facts that we know is that Putin thinks Trump being in office makes his invasion easier, or else he wouldn't have interfered with the 2024, 2020, and 2016 election. And where Democrats hold a stronger anti-Russian...
You think he interfered in the election?
Yeah, that was proven by the DOJ, the CIA, and the DOD. All three election cycles.
By what facts? That is not.
So, like in the 2024 election, he was paying Republican influencers such as Tim Pool, Benny Johnson, etc., upwards of $500,000 a month to push.
Okay, and how much was Kamala paying fucking Megan Thee Stallion? What the fuck?
Kamala is how you pronounce her name. I don't know how much Kamala Harris paid Megan Thee Stallion to be at a rally. I don't understand how that's conceptually relevant either. To the point that
it is pretty relevant.
Okay, I want you to go ahead and explain to me how Kamala Harris paying Megan Thee Stallion is conceptually relevant to the point that Putin thinks Trump being in office makes his invasion easier.
Because he sees that Kamala is a fucking joke. Same for Biden. Kamala is VP to Biden.
Wait.
That's why he decided to. Wait. That's why he decided to.
Maybe I'm confused.
While Biden was in office.
I want you to go ahead and
because he sees them as jokes.
Okay, so does he see Trump as a joke because he paid?
No, clearly not. That's why Trump won over there. Huh?
Well, if he sees Kamala Harris as a joke because she paid Megan Thee Stallion, wouldn't he see Trump as a joke because he paid Kid Rock?
I don't see Kid Rock shaking ass on stage.
Okay, so in other words, you just think that it's a joke because one shook their ass and one didn't?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, and
it's immaturity.
Thee Stallion shook her ass, that's why Putin invaded Ukraine 3 years ago.
Okay,
because Megan Thee Stallion shook her ass in October or November of this year, that explains why Putin invaded Ukraine 3 years ago?
Oh my. Okay, who under who? Who did Putin invade under?
Yeah, he invaded
Who's
under
the
Biden
president?
and Harris.
Why? Why Biden? Why did he invade while
we
Trump
don't have
was in
any-
office?
Once again, like we literally don't have any evidence to indicate what.
We do. We do. We have
Okay,
the exact
so then give
date.
me
I
the
can go to
argument.
Google and search it up right now.
Wait,
we
are
have
you
the
saying that
exact date
the fact that it happened
Putin
in the
decided
world?
to invade Ukraine?
So you're saying the fact that it happened in the world under Biden and Harris's administration means that Biden and Harris caused it?
Yes, yes, you got
Okay.
it.
Okay, awesome. So I just want to be clear here. Do you think that FDR caused World War II?
Oh my gosh. No, he didn't.
But it happened in the world under his presidency.
It doesn't matter.
Well, if it doesn't matter for FDR,
There were
why would it matter
several
for
other
Biden
facts
and
leading
Harris?
to that cause. That was completely different. World War II
If
is
it
a
doesn't matter for
completely different
FDR,
story.
why would it matter for Biden and Harris?
Because because Putin respected Trump. Putin doesn't respect Biden.
Okay, so now you're saying that your evidence that he invaded under Biden and Harris compared to Trump is because Putin respects Trump. Putin does not respect Biden and Harris. Why do you think Putin would respect Trump and not Biden and Harris?
Hello? Oh.
Why do you think Putin would respect Trump and not? Well, let's start there. Why do you think Putin respects Trump?
I think Putin respects Trump because Trump is more he's more formal. He has more formality to him. He knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's doing for the economy.
Wait, 1 second. Formality and economy.
Yeah.
So the guy that openly hit on and sexualized a 10-year-old girl, raped a woman, committed 34 felonies.
Accusations.
grabbing women with- No, not a single thing I said was an accusation.
Accusations.
Everything I said was
None of them were proven. He would be in jail if they were.
Okay, so first of all, it was proven in a criminal court that he had committed 34 felonies.
Why is he not in jail?
Just the other day, because his sentence didn't include jail time.
That's bullshit. I refuse to believe that.
Okay, how much money do you want to bet?
All of it.
Okay, name a dollar amount.
Nah. I can
Why not?
search
Are
it
you
up right
scared?
now.
What do you? Let's bet $100 that he was.
You would be in jail. There's
found
no reason. There's no
Wait,
reason.
do you
he
think that
would've
you
been in
wait? Do you think that all felonies constitute jail time?
And what evidence is there to prove
Wait,
that?
answer my question. Do you think that all felonies constitute jail time?
No.
So when you say if he committed a felony, he'd be in jail, but you also say not all felonies constitute jail time, that sounds a little bit contradictory.
So what do you think he did? He paid off, he fucked a minor, and then what?
Well, it's
Now
34
he's
felonies
free?
had nothing to do
You
with having intercourse with a minor.
like, that
I
would
don't.
pass?
Okay, well, maybe we should have started with the fact that you know nothing about the case whatsoever. He was charged with 34 counts of falsification of business records in the first degree due to an intent to commit a second-step crime, such as the influencing of the outcome of the 2016 election. So you didn't even know what his felonies were for, but you knew that he didn't do it.
And how did he get away with these felonies?
He didn't get away. He was charged
With?
and convicted with what I just told you, the falsification of business records, which is a Class C felony in the state of New York due to a second-step intent to commit a second crime.
And he got no jail time?
Yeah, he got no jail time. Uh-huh.
How?
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 The judge just decided not to give him any, which I actually kind of agree with, surprisingly. I haven't said that on live yet, but I actually do think that was a good decision. And the reason is at the end of the day, Trump was elected as the president. There's nothing that we could really do to change that unless he was impeached. And throwing him in jail during his term would, if anything, made the Trump administration significantly worse than it already is, and it would have ultimately led to the demise of a significant amount of more American lives. So at the end of the day, like, I do value justice, but in this case, I do value the livelihoods of Americans more than justice. And I'm pretty sure that's what drove the judge's decision as well, and I agree with it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, and that's a hard one. And if there's people watching that respectfully disagree, I understand why you disagree with me. I think that you're valid.
Yeah, I respect that. That's a good point.
Yeah.
If the president went in jail midterm, that would have been bad.
Yeah, it would. So, but anyways, is there anything else that you wanted to go over, Alex?
Not really, man. Hey, I appreciate you for taking me up here.
Yeah, have a good one.
Yeah, you too, man.
Yeah, I think you said that very well. All right, we're gonna move on to our next guest. Yeah, like I bet that there's a lot of people that would typically agree with like a lot of the things that I say that would just absolutely disagree with my position on that. But like, I get it. It's a hard one. It's a really hard one. Like I feel like Trump is a man that has never been held accountable for anything he's ever done, and it ticks me off like no other. And it's like in this case, it's just yet another example of him not being held accountable for shit that he's done. But I think that like at the end of the day, although I hate it, like I'd more so hate like a less efficient, more like spread out federal government that would ultimately be more conducive towards more harm to livelihoods of American citizens. Ethan, what's up? Did you vote for Trump?
I did. I want to point out first, I do appreciate what you were just saying here previously. That's a very admirable thing of you to say about the judge's decision. So I just want to start off on a good note with that. That was very admirable. I agree with that. I think that was a good note to start on. I wanted to actually debate you real fast on his 34 counts, if I may.
I'm more interested in like why you voted for Trump. I like the last three guests that I've had up, like it's just been about like things unrelated to the reasons why you voted for Trump, and I feel like things related to the reasons why you voted for Trump is like the reason why I'm here.
Just because it's so 34 counts of falsification, and then you said in correlation with election interference, right?
Yeah.
So the FEC investigated and said that Trump did no wrongdoing when it came to election interference. So who makes the decision that he is guilty of the crime or attempted to make this crime, while the people that are in charge of investigating election interference said there was no wrongdoing?
The 12 jurors.
12 jurors they were not deciding whether or not he committed that second crime. That is not what they were.
They had to prove intent.
But again, how can you prove intent when there was no...
They were given like three secondary crimes. Election interference in 2016 was one of them.
Which was found.
Two others.
There was... Well, no. The only one that was presented was the election interference. And again, the FEC said there was no election interference and no attempt. So how can you be charged of a crime?
Different courts can rule different things. Like
but the FEC is in charge.
That doesn't change anything because the FEC doesn't have a judiciary precedent over state law in New York. So there's absolutely no legality in which would conclude because the FEC has one ruling not dictated given our criminal justice system in the state of New York that the state of New York can't rule otherwise.
So the people,
and the FEC is a federal entity.
Right, federally. So the people that are in charge of federal elections said there was no wrongdoing. So how can a state level judge say, well, we think that he did without even charging that crime? You would think that you would want him to be, taken to, on trial for that. And then if you want to add those 34 counts, would you say that would be more fair? I would say that's fair. If he went to trial and he got convicted of state level election interference, and then you want to add those 34 counts on there, I'm okay with that. I would.
Would you be able to point out any legal issues with the 34 felonies or not?
Well, seeing as though it's a misdemeanor, all 34 of those counts are misdemeanors.
No, that's false.
Well, they're elevated to a felony because they were in correlation
of the intent to commit a second step.
Exactly, crime. But my point is that wouldn't you want to be committed of that crime in order to elevate those misdemeanors?
So you're saying that there was another potential option present for the prosecuting team in the state of New York to take that doesn't disqualify the route that they inevitably did take. You just say that there's something that they could have done that would have been more effective. Okay.
I think
doesn't disqualify as 34 felony convictions.
Well, no, it does. I think that it's 34 misdemeanors. It's 34 misdemeanors.
Do you have... Okay, give me the legal argument for that, please.
Explain. Go a little bit depth with that. What do you mean by the legal argument?
Because you're saying that, in other words, that the court ruled incorrectly. If the court ruled incorrectly, why was that never sent through appeals?
Well, no, I think it's not. I don't. You're right. You're totally right about the appeal process. I think that they just kind of wanted to wrap it up. But I think it was more on the... So
give me the legal argument that the court ruled incorrectly. Because
the legal argument for me is that wouldn't you want him to be convicted of that felony in order to elevate...
That's not a legal argument.
Well, how can you be guilty of a crime that you're not convicted?
Wait, you have to contest the proceedings of the court and specifically demonstrate what proceeding was out of alignment with the legal code of the state of New York and which would disqualify the claim that it was a Class C felony. Given the legal code in the state of New York, your argument that wouldn't you want option B over what they did, that doesn't disqualify the legal standing of the claims that he had committed 34 counts of a Class C felony.
Well, okay, so the 34...
You have to be able to demonstrate a proceeding.
Start from the beginning of it. The 34 counts originally of misdemeanors, right? A falsification of business records, right?
So falsification of business records is a misdemeanor.
Right. Okay.
You falsify business records with a second intent.
A second intent, but the intent, once you want on a legal process that intent be proven in the court of law before those misdemeanors can be elevated to a felony.
So it's not what I want. In the state of New York, that's not.
Well, once you say that would be the fair legal process, because as a Trump supporter,
you could say that their law could be better, but
well, yeah, no, and that's my point. As a Trump supporter, is that I think that there was a lot of routes taken to elevate these misdemeanors into a felony that doesn't seem very fair, other than political prosecution.
Okay, so you're just saying that you disagree with the law?
No, not necessarily with the law. I mean,
okay, so do you agree or disagree with the law?
No, I don't. I'm just trying to.
No, answer my question. Do you agree or disagree with the law?
I agree with the law. The law is in place.
So if you agree with the law, secondly, do you agree that all the proceedings that took place in the criminal court that convicted Trump of his 34 felony counts was in alignment with the law as offered by the state of New York?
Is because
answer my question. You didn't even let me finish. No, you did, because you cut me off before I finished asking my question. My question was, were the proceedings in which took place in the criminal court, in or out of alignment with the law as set by the state of New York?
To my personal light, you're right. You are right that they are within that grounds.
Okay, so if you agree with the law and the criminal court operated in alignment with the law, what's the argument?
Is that I think that it was done with malice.
Okay, what malice? Where's the malice? Who had the malice? Who had the malice, sir?
Well, the judge, the prosecution.
The judge and the prosecution had malice. Why do you think that?
Again, because they took a lot of legal recourse in order to get this pushed through. I think that if you're not willing to convict a man of a felony before saying that he can, again, not the 34 counts of misdemeanors, 2 felonies, but the election interference, I think it's malice to say he did this crime or intended to do this crime without pursuing any legal prosecution on that crime.
Okay, why?
Why? Because I think that you should be found guilty of a crime in this country before you're said that you did it. I think that's why
in order for him to be convicted of the 34 felonies, they'd have find reason without a shadow of a doubt for the falsification of business records.
He wasn't
and reason without a shadow of a doubt for the second step crime.
He was not charged with
the second step crime on its own. I agree.
Was not charged with that.
He should be, but that doesn't change.
Should be exactly.
Reason beyond
exactly should be.
But that doesn't prove malice, and that doesn't change the fact that they found reason beyond a shadow of a doubt. If anything, that'd show an indication that they held bias towards Trump because they found reason without a shadow of a doubt.
But your point was that they should have done it. You said it yourself. They should have done it.
And if anything, that demonstrates a pro-Trump bias.
What?
Yeah, because they were able to prove in a criminal court of law that there is reason beyond a shadow of a doubt, beyond a reasonable shadow of a doubt, that indicate that he committed some second step crime, but they didn't pursue further criminal litigation.
Wouldn't you want it in the legal system that they should pursue that before elevating?
Can you please reiterate my argument?
I'm just trying to find some.
No, I want you to reiterate my argument because I feel as if you're not even listening to me.
No, I absolutely am.
So then reiterate my argument.
You're saying that they took the correct legal recourse.
No, that wasn't what I said at all. I'll go ahead and reiterate the position. Will you listen this time?
Are you listening to my point at all, or are you just trying to
I am, but I've been trying to get my point across, and you have not been listening this entire time. Will you listen if I reiterate it for a fourth time, sir?
Please continue. I'm waiting for you to make your point.
So in the criminal court that convicted him of the 34 felony counts, they had to find it clear beyond a reasonable shadow of a doubt that yes, he had falsified the business records, as well as they had to find it clear without a reasonable shadow of a doubt that he had committed a second step crime. The fact that he was not charged standing alone for that second step crime would indicate some pro-Trump bias. And the reason it would indicate a pro-Trump bias is because we already know that there's sufficient evidence to demonstrate to a jury of 12 in the state of New York that he had broke some second crime, and they chose not to charge him with it.
And I hear every word of that. And I'm asking you on a moral level, do you think that we as a society should charge that second crime before pursuing the first one? Whether or not you think you have legal recourse,
no,
do you think that we should?
When they charge him with a second step crime,
I feel like that's a middle ground that you and I could agree on. Is that
when they charge him with a second step crime is not relevant. However, I could obviously say that they should, but like
exactly should. That's all I want. That's middle ground.
Matter.
That's middle ground that they should have done that.
Well, isn't the fact that they should have and they didn't indicate that they have a pro-Trump bias?
Well, no, I think that it was something that was kind of...
Wait, why? Because they had evidence that Trump had committed a second step crime, enough evidence to prove to a jury of 12 that he did, and they just chose not to.
Crime works
so
in
they're
this
like,
country.
yeah, Trump committed this crime, more than sufficient evidence to prove it to... It did go to trial in the 34 felonies, and they found enough evidence in trial that he was guilty of it beyond a reasonable shadow of a doubt, and chose to keep that guilt, specific to the 34 felony counts of the Class C felony of the falsification of business records, without pursuing other criminal litigation to charge him with it on its own. That demonstrates a pro-Trump bias.
I respectfully disagree. I just
What? You idiot! A court found more than sufficient evidence that Trump had committed a felony and decided not to charge him with it on its own. What? Dude, that's like my dad when I was living at home and I was young, right, telling me not to take any snacks out of the pantry past midnight, right? And he says, if you do take snacks out of the pantry past midnight, here will be your consequences. Then my dad sees me taking snacks out of the pantry past midnight and then just doesn't allot me the consequences. That's obviously like a pro-Trump bias, right? Usually when individuals do that, like they don't scapegoat consequences, right?
Can I get a word in?
Yeah, Phil.
You muted me when I said I respectfully disagree. I think that's pretty immature of you. I think that that whole ramble that you just had showed your immaturity because I felt like I was trying to be somewhat respectful.
Okay.
And I said I respectfully disagree.
He's taking the Emily route. Instead of like debating the substance, you're just like, nah, I don't like you, Dean. That means you're wrong.
Well, because you muted me when I said I respectfully disagree.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Okay. Any more?
You called me an idiot when I think that we're having somewhat of
Do you want to respond? Do you want to respond to like the?
Well, no, I'm calling you out on your shit right now. Is that you called me an idiot?
Yes, because you were yes, Ethan. The reason I said that you're an idiot is because you're definitely acting like one. You're saying that even though the state of New York found in a criminal court evidence beyond a reasonable shadow of a doubt that he had committed the second step crime that could be charged on its own, they decided not to charge it on its own, and some of that doesn't indicate a pro-Trump bias. It is so evidently clear that would indeed indicate a pro-Trump bias.
No, I disagree. I think that you should take it to trial.
Okay, dispute my reasoning.
Because I think that you need to be tried in a court of law, whether or not you think that they have the evidence. If you have the evidence, great. Take it to trial. Take it to court if you have the evidence.
This is one of the reasons.
Individually, not in a combination.
This is why. This is fucking why. This is why I called you an idiot. So that evidence did go to court, and it had to be proven.
In an individual court, they brought it to court in the 34 count, correct?
And
they did not
my argument
try it on its own.
And is that the fact that he was found guilty of it in the court in tangent in consequence of the 34 felony counts of falsification of business records demonstrates that it would be proven in court if it was charged on.
But it didn't. Would be is different. It is contradictory. It didn't.
Wait, but the point that it would be would demonstrate that.
Not would be. I don't care about your would be point. I care that it is brought to trial.
But the fact that it would be the case that it would be proven on its own demonstrates that they have a pro-Trump bias, because the prosecutors in New York say this would be proven in its own criminal.
It's not how the legal system works.
Wait, this isn't a legal argument. This is a moral argument.
A moral argument? The legal system, again, in the United States, if you commit a crime, you go to trial.
When you make the claim that like the state of New York was engaging in lawfare, that's not a legal argument. Should we just kick him? What do you guys want me to do?
I mean, I'm trying to be respectful. I really am.
Do you follow kids?
Do I follow kids?
Why are there so many people in my chat saying that you follow kids, man?
Well, I can tell you.
Should we check?
Do you follow kids?
No, I don't.
It seems like all right. This got pretty immature really quickly. I came in.
I mean, let's see if you're following kids, man.
That's fine, man.
You in Olive Air 4?
This went.
Let's see if you follow kids. They look pretty young.
Pretty young. This is what it's come down to.
Yeah. Well,
God forbid a 21-year-old follows 19, 20-year-olds.
I wouldn't say that. It's evidently clear they're a minor.
Thank you. Well, that's just terrific. I'm so glad that I'm. What the fuck is
Chat,
this?
What kids does this guy follow? Because if we're talking about the first one, I could agree they look young. I'd say that is suspicious.
I tried being respectful, and we're going through my follows. This is so crazy.
I mean, do you want to?
I tried being respectful. The first thing that I said when I came in is that I appreciated your opinion. I said I respectfully declined. You called me an idiot. Your immaturity is showing.
Okay, man. I feel like it's pretty valid for me to point out when you are indeed being irrational.
No, calling someone an idiot and being irrational, you can respectfully.
Okay, so calling an idiot would demonstrate immaturity. Do you think that people shouldn't support me because of that?
I never said that. I just think that
because Trump made fun of a disabled reporter. He also called all black people lazy. He also sexualized a 10-year-old.
I didn't know that I was on trial. I didn't know I was Trump. I'm sorry.
I'm just asking you if you'd also apply these same critiques to Trump. Okay. I'm starting to see some names come in.
This is so fucking crazy.
And just check your following list. Make sure they're not following any minors. And also, do you have a response to the substance of my position?
I've been trying to, but I mean, no.
Okay, I want you to reiterate my position, just so I make sure you understand it. Because if you don't understand it, I'm gonna go ahead and move on because I've told you it 5 times.
Well. Wait, do you have any other topics that you want to talk about? Anything else?
I asked you to reiterate my position.
We did. We're just going down the same path. I did reiterate, and then we're just kind of going back and
do it again.
I'm not. See that this is what I mean. Is we're
okay. So be honest. Just say that you don't know it.
Oh my fucking god! We already have been over this.
No, we haven't.
You asked me to reiterate your point 10 minutes ago, and I did.
You did not.
You are clearly 20 years old. You have
and you are clearly attempting to gaslight me, and it's failing because I'm holding the pedal to the metal. Of course, you said that you reiterated the position 10 minutes ago, and then when I say that you didn't, you just laugh and say that I'm clearly 20 years old. No, you didn't reiterate my point 10 minutes ago, man. Holy shit. Okay, provide evidence to your claim that you did indeed reiterate it correctly by reiterating it correctly again.
Can you reiterate mine? How about since we already went down the path with you?
So I don't feel comfortable with allowing you to pivot. Luke, thank you so much for the $5 on PayPal saying free Wendy.
Well, we already did this where I'm reiterating your point. Can you reiterate?
No, you haven't reiterated my point. If you try to pivot again, I'm going to kick you.
Fucking 10 minutes ago.
So Ethan, if you try to pivot again, I'm going to kick you for being a little fucking shithead. So either reiterate it or get kicked.
I tried being respectful, man. This is
okay. So you can't reiterate it, right?
You can kick me, but I tried.
All right, no, you didn't try. In fact, you just bowed the fucking knee. So let's go to get that next guest up in here. I don't know what it is with these guests today, man. Some of the most dense humans alive. Guess it's a bad day for the debates, man. Oh well. All right, we're gonna get that next guest up in the box, y'all. Everybody, just do give us a minute. For the 6.2 thousand people hanging out with the stream in here today, make sure that we are indeed double tapping away on that phone screen. Dean means business. Yeah, I want productive conversations. I don't know if you guys understand that. And then you guys then someone like the very obviously irrational emotional Republicans are Deed's a kid. Sorry for holding boundaries, man. I understand that's something that you are impossible of doing yourself, and you've never respected another individual's boundary in your life. That's why you feel A-okay with voting a rapist into office. But it's I do. I do hold boundaries. It's me. Let's see here. Saturn! Thank you so much for the $15 on Venmo. Saturn says, hi, Dean. I was watching you last night when you were with Parker. I hope that you were recovered from your grievous wound displaying your alpha. Definitely not recovered, but, we got it under control, if that means anything. As well as Christian with the $25 on PayPal. That's incredibly kind of you, Christian. Thank you so much for the love. Everybody, please show some love to Christian down below in that chat literally right now. W's for Christian, as well as Ethan with $5, Haley with $1. I appreciate you guys so much for the love. And Blair with $1. Hello. Hey, did you vote for Trump?
Me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Are you driving?
Yeah, I am.
All right, unfortunately, can't be driving on live. I do appreciate you for coming up, though. Guys, spam MAGA down below in that comment section if you do indeed want to come up and debate, y'all. Everybody just do give us one moment here. Y'all. Let's also try to get up to 1 million likes. We have 6,000 people in here. If we were to all start double tapping, literally right now, we'd be up to 1 million likes in no time. Let's get the next guest up in here. We got Nate loaded in, as well as Melody. Thank you for the $1 at PayPal. What's up, Lewis? Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did.
Awesome. Why's that, man?
I just felt like he had a better policy overall. But I had a question about the other day. I was watching her live, and I had a question about the abortion. How you said if it was right to take people off of the.
Lewis, I'm gonna be honest, man. I've been live for 1 hour and 7 minutes. Guess how many people have debated on their reasons why they voted for Trump?
No, I'm not debating. I just had a question. How you said if it was
Lewis,
right to take
answer my question. Why will no one answer fucking anything today? Why will not a single guest answer a single question today? This is outrageous. I've been live for 1 hour and I haven't had one person answer anything. So, Lewis, please answer my question. I told you I've been live for 1 hour and 7 minutes. Guess how many people have actually debated on why they voted for Trump? Okay, another one bites the dust, I guess. Let's go to move on to the next guest, ladies and gentlemen. Rough day, man. 1 hour, 10 minutes. I don't think anybody's answered a question yet. Lily, what's up? Did you vote for Trump?
Oh my god, no! I didn't actually think I'd get in.
No worries, Lily. No worries. Let's go to move on to that next guest. We got Nate, 1545, loading up into that queue, y'all. Spam MAGA in that chat if you voted for Trump. We'll go to get you up here on the stream. What's up? Did you vote for Trump, Nate?
I'm Scottish, man, so I can't vote for American elections.
All right, I do just want to make it very clear. If you are in that queue, make sure that you did indeed vote for Trump. If you're in that queue and you didn't vote for Trump, you're just going to get removed and banned. So if you're in that queue, make sure that you voted for Trump. You already know. So yeah, hop in that queue, guys. If you voted for Trump and you do want to come up here for debate, and for everybody new coming in, I do really appreciate you for being here. Make sure that you're double tapping on that phone screen, sharing this live out. Let's try to get up to 1,000 shares. Y'all already know. What's up, Tay? Did you vote for Trump? Tay, you got 5 seconds before... Oh, well, they left on their own. All right, moving on. We got Seth invited up into the stream. Make sure to join Seth. We also got John loading up in, y'all. Everybody just give us a minute. Here we go, y'all. What's up, John? Did you vote for Trump?
I did.
And why did you do that? The worst presidential candidate in modern American history. Let's hear the reasons.
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay.
I voted for him because unfortunately we have a binary choice. It was either him or Kamala.
Yeah, you thought he was better. So why do you think Trump was better?
I voted because of basically for a party. But I do believe that Trump was better because I just like the way he had his first term.
Okay, so you liked how the country operated under his first term. What was one piece of policy that he passed during his first 4 years that you liked?
He really didn't pass too many policies at all. So
then what did you like about his first term?
I don't hold his character against him. What did I like about his first term? I liked pretty much a lot of the things that he was trying to get done, even though he didn't really get any of it done. He was trying.
Like what?
The things that he was doing with the border. I like how he was treating. A lot of people say that like he is trying to be friends with Putin and Kim Jong-un and everything, but I don't believe that. I don't think he's trying to be friends with them.
Okay, so the only thing you've told me is you voted for Trump because you like what he said about the border during his first 4 years. So what's his immigration policy today?
I believe he's wanting to try to deport like all of them.
So how do we identify all 20 million undocumented migrants in our country?
Well, I kind of like I believe in law enforcement, and I believe that profiling actually does work.
So how do you profile an undocumented migrant?
Well, I mean, you'll have to like it'll narrow it down to like to race, I guess.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna look at everybody with Latin descent and deport them?
Well, we can start there.
Did you just say that we could? Hello?
But like it'll. Well, I mean,
you just said that we could start by sending anybody with with Latin descent back like out of our country.
Well, I mean,
are you a white supremacist?
No. If we're here legally, then we can't send them back. No, I don't believe in sending somebody that's here legally back. No.
So how do we? Okay, so first of all, are you saying that everybody of Latin descent is here illegally?
No. No, like
so then how are we going to identify who is here illegally?
It's probably going to be along the lines of something around stop and frisk, I guess.
Okay, well that's unconstitutional.
Well, we did have a stop and frisk policy for a while,
in which it was then ruled unconstitutional.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like if it's ruled unconstitutional, we won't be able to do it again. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
So you literally want to go up to anyone with brown skin and ask them for their identification? Is that your position?
Not anyone. I mean, like, you know, there's like policies that like they can put in place to where we can narrow things down. It's not just like everybody just walk up to anybody and ask everybody.
Okay, so you're going to go up to some people with brown skin and ask them for their identification.
I believe so, you know. Well, not just brown skin, you know.
You said that earlier. You said that we should profile like people with
profiling. Yeah, I'll have some kind of a profiling.
So when you say profiling, all right, obviously you just mean go up to people with brown skin.
Well, I mean, there's more than just brown skinned people here, so that's what I'm trying to figure out.
So then, what is like your criteria for profiling?
Well, I mean, I haven't really enacted any kind of a profiling program, so I'm not exactly sure. I don't have it all ironed out.
What a weirdo, man. Just gotta move on, bro. Hey, what's up? You vote for Trump?
Yeah, but you have me kind of, I don't want to say I'm ready to jump sides, but I'm definitely more open-minded than I was
okay, Katie.
in November.
Why'd you vote for Trump?
Well, I did, but now, like, I listen to you guys a little bit, and I'm more open-minded to, like, in 2 years when we vote again, to possibly change my vote for, like, at least the state level.
Okay, so what do you want from me?
No, I was just telling you, like, that after listening to you guys,
cool.
I wouldn't say...
That's awesome, Katie. I'm happy to hear that. That's very good for you. I appreciate you for starting to open your mind a little bit. That's incredibly awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Katie. And what's up, Will? Did you vote for Trump? Okay, Will's not here. It's quite a bad day. Quite a bad day. Quite the bad day, ladies and gentlemen. For everyone saying add Alyssa, I mean, she hasn't been in the queue, but if she does get in the queue, I'll happily add her up. Hey, Susan! Oh my gosh, Susan! Thank you so much for the $50 donation on Venmo. Holy crap, Susan, that is incredibly kind of you. Susan says, please make sure that you're up to date with your tetanus vaccine. You need one every 5 years. You know what? I'm actually not up to date with that. And I probably should be. So Susan, I really appreciate that. Let's get at least 500 W's for Susan in the chat for the $50 donation, as well as 500 booms for telling me to get up to date with the tetanus vaccine. Very kind. William, what's up? Why do you vote for Trump, man?
So I voted for Trump because he just fits with my, like, what I believe, policies.
Like okay, like what's one of his policies that you like?
So the border.
Now this might be a hard question. Can you name one of Trump's border policies? Nikki, thank you for the money again.
Sorry, hold on. You cut out what?
Well, now I understand that this next question is going to be a very difficult one.
All right.
Can you name one of Trump's border policies?
So ICE raids.
ICE raids of the border?
Yeah. Note for like to So hold on, you got me confused right now.
Charles, thank you for the $1 of him. I asked you to name one of his border policies. Also, that's not a policy.
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be a policy. So yeah,
what's one of his border policies?
You kind of got me there.
Okay, well, let's just take a different angle because I want to be very good faith here. What is an effective policy for the border that he implemented during his first 4 years?
Well, I actually don't know because I wasn't 18 when he was, and I didn't really pay attention back then.
So, can you understand how, from my perspective, when you tell me that you vote for Trump because of the border, but you don't know a policy he's running on today, and you don't know a policy he passed during his first 4 years, is a little bit anti-intellectual?
Yeah.
So, do you have any other intellectual reasons why you voted for Trump, or not really?
For his foreign policy,
thank you so much
economy.
Like what specific? So, what specific like economic policy of his do you like?
I like how. I should probably stop talking.
You want me to move on to the next guest, William?
Yeah, I just barely woke up, so just like give me some like.
No worries, bro. Just have a good rest of your day, man. Hopefully you can watch the stream. It'd be cool if I could convince you. Yeah, I appreciate you for the time. I'm all right with that. Because when most people don't know what to say, they just start like insulting me. So I appreciate William a little bit for that. Oh no, Mary, what's up? Did you vote for Trump? Mary, hello?
Oh, that was an accident. Hell no, I didn't vote for him. I'm sorry.
No worries, Mary. No worries. I live for like the kind old Democrat ladies that accidentally request. It's like the best thing ever. Lexi, thank you so much for the $10 donation on Vimeo. Appreciate you so much for that, love, Lexi. Let's try to get our next guest up in here, but I also want to be able to read off your message there. You guys have been asking for Alyssa. Let's go ahead and get Alyssa up here. Thank you so much for the love, Lexi. Lexi says, I'm in your live. I did not vote for Trump, but I had a question about politics. Where your cabinet nominee is allowed to circumvent questions while being interrogated by the Senate, EX Pam Bonnie. I'd think it probably has something to do with, like our First Amendment right to freedom of speech. But still, you had a good question. Hey, Alyssa. So you voted for Trump.
Yeah.
And you've been spamming MAGA down below in my chat for quite a while. Are you very confident that you will come out victorious in this debate?
Yes.
Very confident. Name one policy passed through Congress ever. Are you still
Kamala, she's not fit to be president. She's not.
Well, we'll get there. So, because you can't name one policy passed through Congress ever, do you think that maybe you should be a little bit less confident in having a debate about politics?
I chose Trump because he's a man.
Okay, listen. Okay.
What's so funny?
You're just like, my pet rock would probably score better on the SAT than you.
Okay, you're so immature. Why are you insulting me?
Sorry, Alyssa. I'll stop insulting you. You're right. That is very immature, and that's rude. We need to be more mature. So rude.
Exactly.
I get it. So you voted for Trump because he's a man. So
yes, and I think men are better at leading.
So why do you think men are better at leading than women?
Because we are too emotional. And also...
Okay. Anything else?
Can you stop laughing?
Are you trying to silence my freedom of speech? I'll have you know I'm a constitutionalist conservative, and I think you're a communist. But
you're just being immature. I'm talking and you're laughing.
Just go ahead. I will stop laughing. I do understand how that's immature, and I understand that, I really need... No, Alyssa, please don't leave. I'll stop laughing at you. I will. I'll stop.
Okay. So I vote for Trump because he's a man, and women can't lead because we're too emotional. And also... we can't make tough decisions.
Yeah.
We're also Yeah, if women could lead, there would be a lot of presidents that are women, but we're not.
Yeah, yep. Christine, thank you so much for the $5 on Venmo, saying 2 rocks clacking. That's right, Christine. So, okay, I'm going to refute your arguments, and you will be proven wrong.
No, I won't.
Hold on. Wait a minute. If men are more logical, less emotional, smarter, better at making the tough decisions than women.
Yes, men are less emotional, but I don't know why you're so emotional.
Wouldn't this imply that, like, I'm more likely to be...
Yes, you are emotional because maybe you're
wouldn't
not
this imply that I'm more likely to be correct than you are because of what's in between my legs, Alyssa?
No, because I don't think you're a man, you're a boy.
8! I'm just kidding. Okay. Not 8. Embarrassing. Okay, I'll just refute the arguments. Whatever. Let's just get back to it. So you said that men are less emotional than...
Yes, and women are emotionally driven.
Okay.
We can't be presidents.
Yeah. So if women are emotionally driven...
Because we have more important stuff to do, like family. Take care of the family.
If women are more emotionally driven than men, why do men commit like 97% of violent crimes, including violent crimes that don't require physical strength like cyber?
What does it matter? This is about leadership, and when you're a leader, you need to be you shouldn't be emotional.
Okay, well, if you can't see how that question mattered, like, I don't really know if I could have a debate with you, but I'll try. It's just like I don't think you'll be able to really track a conversation that well. I'd say that men are actually more emotionally driven than women. My evidence for this is...
No.
Well, I want to give you... Can I give you my evidence now?
Okay.
Thank you, Alyssa. My evidence for this is, first of all, just like baseline IQ and EQ stats. Women have a higher IQ and a higher EQ on average compared to men. A second form of evidence for this is all like literally every action that's emotionally driven is usually disproportionately committed by men, like violent crime as a whole, self-unaliving statistics, abuse of hard substances is an unhealthy mechanism to deal with unprocessed emotions. Meanwhile, like most things that are logically driven are disproportionately done better by
I think this is because of the society, because the society doesn't let men show their emotions. So they build this up and then they go and commit these things. Okay. So this is not... Well, this still doesn't change my mind on why men are better at leading.
Okay, point number 1, you're not disputing that men are more emotional. You're explaining why men are more emotional. Point number 2, you just got done... One moment. Point number 2, you just got done telling us that there's never been a woman leader before. So if society is, really regressive and bad with how they tell men to manage their emotions, and men lead the society and build it too, seemingly that'd be the fault of a man, so another reason why they may not be as good as leading. And point number 3, I don't know how we could really have a debate, honestly, because you're not quite there.
What?
I think.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I mean that there's like a standard that you have got.
I am an American.
You're an American. What I'm saying is there's like a standard that you have to be able to meet to like have logical debate, I guess. You got to be able to conceptually think to some degree, and you have logic. Okay, I want to ask you a question.
Yes.
I'm gonna give you 2 premises and a conclusion. Premise number 1, Socrates is a man. Premise number 2, all men are mortal. What would the conclusion be?
What are you talking about? Can we have a debate?
Okay, I'm gonna rephrase that to make it easier. I'm gonna give you 2 facts. I want to see if you could derive a third fact from the 2 facts. Fact number 1 is Socrates is a man. Fact number 2 is all men are mortal. What's a third fact that you could extrapolate from the first 2?
This is irrelevant to the conversation that we're having.
This question demonstrates that you don't have like any logic, any ability to communicate with logic.
You're being disrespectful. You're always so disrespectful. This is immature. You can't do this.
Alyssa,
I don't like this.
I've been like so kind to you.
You're not a great debater.
I'm the best that's ever been.
No.
Okay, I got a couple people to thank for the donations. Jesse, thank you for the $1 on Venmo saying best argument ever.
This is immature.
No, shut up, quite frankly. Nicole, thank you for the $10 on Venmo.
Don't tell a woman to shut up. Be respectful.
I'll tell you to shut up, but I'm not telling you to shut up because of what's in between your legs. I'm telling you to shut up because of what's coming out of your mouth. Nicole, thank you for the $10 on Venmo. Very kind of you saying that she can't be serious right now. Raven, thank you for the $1 on Venmo saying that Alyssa, this seems like a you problem, not a woman problem. Charles, thank you so much for the $1 on Venmo. Brian with the $5. I really appreciate you guys so much for the love. You guys are so incredibly kind, as well as Devin. Thank you so much for the $5 on Venmo saying that guest needs a baby.
This is what you do for a living?
Yes, this is my job.
That is crazy.
Would you say that this isn't a real job?
No. You're just sitting and you're talking to people and people are donating you? What the hell?
Yeah. Well, so what's the relevant distinction?
You're not putting in any work.
Okay, I have a question. What's the relevant distinction between like me and like an IT specialist that works for like Best Buy or something that has to answer calls all like every day to help people with their tech problems? Like I'm helping people with like their political problems. They help people with their tech
Okay,
problems.
but you're not doing anything physical.
Okay, well, like neither does like an IT specialist or IT specialists, like real workers with real jobs.
Yeah, you're cooked. When TikTok is gonna get banned.
Wait, one second. Darius, thank you for the $5 on Venmo from The Real Job. Can you thank Darius for the $5 donation real quick, Alyssa?
No.
Wait, why not? Are you jealous that people are donating me money through the Venmo and the PayPal and my link tree in my bio as well as on top of my phone screen right now? Like Hannah just donated me a penny. And Nina, thank you for the $10 on Venmo. I really appreciate you so much for
I'm
the
not
love.
jealous.
Nina actually has something
Why would
to
I
say
be ever jealous of you?
So Nina says, guest hates her life. Very glad I'm not her. Me too, Nina. I appreciate that. Thank you, Nina, for the $10. So I have a question. If I'm getting paid to be here, how is it possible that I don't have a real job? Isn't a real job just getting paid to do something?
Okay, but what are you doing? Like, you're not doing anything, and you're just getting paid for no reason.
Well, I'm certainly not doing much. When
I don't think that's right. I don't think you should be doing
Katie,
this.
one moment. Thank you for the $15
You're begging
donation.
for people to send you money.
Okay, one second. Katie, thank you so much for the $15 donation on Venmo saying real job money. I really appreciate you for the love there, Katie. Katie, I am begging you. Thank you so much for the $15. Maureen, thank you so much for the $1 on Venmo to tell Alyssa to shut up from a woman. Jordan, thank you so much for the $10.
Excuse me.
Saying entertainment and information. I appreciate you for the love, Jordan. Wow, we actually have a lot here. Darius, thank you for the $5.
I am not jealous.
Saying, she's jealous I make more than her. You
No,
I'm
not.
Oh my
I probably
God,
make
1
more
second.
money than you do.
Beth with the $50 on Venmo saying I'm actually embarrassed. Alyssa's a woman and she's an example of why women cannot get ahead.
What?
Well, it's Beth. That's
I
Beth.
think you're lying. I think you're making these names up.
Wait, you think I'm making these names up?
Yes.
Wait, I'm not making these names up. These are active donations that are coming in. Beth just donated to me.
They're totally real people. Also, I just want to say,
No,
like, you said,
no,
like,
it's not. Why would anyone ever send you $50? Why
you
would
said,
they do that?
you said, what do you provide?
Where is their mind? In their ass?
Wait, you said what do they provide? But then you're literally spending time in the live like everyone else is.
Well, yeah, and I got a lot of donations to thank here. So I'd like to thank Brittany. Thank you for the $5 on Venmo saying that guest is jealous.
Who is this
Shut
guy?
up! Becca, thank you for the $5 on Venmo saying donating always. Sierra, thank you so much for the $1. Ethan with a $1.
See how he's so
Katie,
disrespectful.
one moment, quite frankly, with a $10. Thank you so much, Katie. John
I
with a
cannot
$5
believe
from
this.
Not a
I
Real
came
Person.
here
I
for a
appreciate you, John.
debate.
I'm almost done. Executive, thank you so much for the meteor shower. As well as Sarah with a $22 and the 22 cents saying, Alyssa, you're embarrassing us from another woman. Madison with a $5.
Oh my God. Okay,
Quinn with
you're
a
definitely
$2.
making these names up.
Catherine, thank you
You're
so much for the
definitely
$5.
Are you
Johnson with
kidding?
$2
Making them up?
2 cents. Delaney with a $3. Adrienne, thank you so much for the $10 on Venmo saying, please tell her that we are all laughing at her. She's a disgrace as a woman. I appreciate you for the $10, Adrienne.
Dean's reading off the DNC script that he got, right? That's what he's reading off. Yeah, right. Do you think he's paid by the Democrats?
I don't know.
Wait, also,
thank you so much. I appreciate
you understand
it. Wow.
that all of the people that are choosing to donate to me via the Venmo and the PayPal on the top of the screen in my bio that are really pissing you off, making you jealous, are all doing so publicly.
I'm
so
not jealous. I'm not jealous.
Well, I
Trust
mean,
me,
you're
I'm
so
not.
jealous you have to delude yourself into believing that they don't even exist. So I refute that. Ashley, thank you for the $1. Tree, thank you for the $5. Saying if you want to show her my real
You
name,
guys
go for
are
it. As a woman, we
embarrassing
don't
for
claim it.
sending these guys money.
GG, thank you so much for the $5 on Venmo to embarrass yourself. Thank you.
Alyssa, can you say thank you to all the people that have sent Dean money? Can you say
No,
thank
I
you?
can't. I don't remember.
As Gretel.
In his
I don't
Venmo
remember
and
their
PayPal
names,
link
and I
tree
think
in the
they're
bio,
fake.
and his link
It's
tree
not
as well.
real people.
As well as Gretel, thank you so much for the $10 on PayPal. W's for Gretel. And Hannah, thank you for the $10 on Venmo. Thank you for giving me your money forcefully. And
Emily,
Michael,
thank you for the $1.
thank you for the $10 on Venmo as well.
See, even he's admitted.
Wait! Matthew, thank you for the $20 donation on PayPal for the hourly wage from the DNC. I want to see
Even
some
he
donations
says
from
that
Matthew.
he forces people to send him money. Did you
He's
guys hear
forcing
that?
people. How is he forcing people to
Wait,
send him
actually,
money?
I'm
He said
forcing.
forcefully. Did you not hear that?
Wait.
He's
Wait.
trolling.
If you're saying that I could force people to send me their money, I force everybody in this live to send me money right now. That's right. You're all.
I'm
you're all
forcing
cooked.
every single one of you.
You're all cooked.
Give me money now.
Hannah,
This is not funny.
Hannah, thank you for the $10 on Venmo saying to stop making up donations. Kathleen with a $1, Morgan with a $5, Joshua with a $25 on Venmo because of Alyssa, Sarah with a $22
Dude, look at the forcing is working.
dollars on and the 22 cents on Venmo saying tell her I'm sending more because she hates it. Emily, thank you so much for the $2 on Venmo. Iron with a $1. I appreciate you so much for the love.
Again,
you guys are going
making up
crazy.
names.
Oh my God!
Making
Wait!
up
Oh my
names.
God! Oh my God! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Paola with a $200 on PayPal saying, can't believe I'm wasting my time on money on TikTok. SMH. Holy shit! I want to get at least 2,000 W's for Paola. That is PAOL. Cord. Okay, there's 2.2 thousand people in here. Let's get 500 very sad booms in the live chat, as well as 5,000 sad booms in the Dean Cord. Everybody in that live channel, let's get some sad
mad.
booms.
I know he's
right
making this
now.
up, so I'm not mad.
Girl, what?
Yeah.
That's so like, why do you even want to say, we literally just went through that. When you say these things like, oh, Dean's making the donations up, etc.
Yes, you are.
Like, 1 second, Alyssa, I just want to describe this to you because I want to offer you an opportunity to actually have a good conversation here. Because when you make those statements, it only incentivizes more people to donate more money. Like, you know that like whole chain reaction that started last time?
No.
You could avoid that, and we could focus on a conversation where I'm not.
You're not
like,
focusing
thanking
on a
people for their
conversation, 'cause I was trying to debate
for their
with
kindness,
you,
like
and you keep
incessantly, if you just try to
interrupting me. You keep talking bad about me. You keep calling me dumb. I'm not dumb. You have to be respectful if we're going to debate.
Lillian, thank you for the $5 on Venmo saying stop forcing me to send you money. Well, I appreciate you for the love. Well, so first of all, do you like genuinely believe that that donation was fake? Like, I mean it seriously.
Yes, I believe, because there's no way people would just like send you $200. There's no way.
Trinity, thank you for the $1 on PayPal. I appreciate you so much for the love. Alexandria, thank you so much for the $2 and the 22 cents on Venmo.
I don't call you names.
Shut up. Arnett, thank you so much for the $25 on PayPal. I appreciate you
I'm
so
not
much for the
jealous.
love, Arnett. Thank you, Arnett. Let's get at least 250 W's in the chat for Arnett. Oh my god.
Why are you donating to him?
Dude, it's because you keep saying this shit. Like, I'm being transparent, open, and honest. The reason why people are like donating is because you're like hyper fixating and like getting jealous and pissed off of it.
I am not jealous. I am not jealous.
You are so
You better
obviously
stop calling me jealous, because I've never been jealous.
Texas, thank you for the $5 on Venmo, and Darius,
I'm
thank
not
you for
that
the
type of a
$3
person to be jealous
on Venmo.
because of your
Like,
money.
If you drop like the whole like why are people donating to all these donations are fake act, like people will naturally stop donating as much, and we can
Okay, then
focus
I'm
on
gonna
the
stop
content of
talking
the
about it.
discussion.
But you keep mentioning how people are donating to you, so the conversation
you
is always
sound
about how
jealous.
people are donating to you.
Because
so maybe
every single time-
mentioning the donates.
Because
or
every
maybe
single because every single time someone supports me, of course I'm going to thank them. And
Can you
it's
do
not
that
gonna
later?
Stop doing that. No.
Can you do that later?
No, I'll forget.
Why?
I'll forget.
Bill, thank you for the $3.
I actually
I really
genuinely
appreciate you
will.
for the love, dude.
Like,
everybody,
seriously.
please show some more love to Paola in the chat. I want the love for Paola to continue. Holy crap! Oh my gosh, yo, Holland with a $50 on Venmo saying Alyssa donation, and Melody with a $50 on PayPal
Can we
saying
please have a
jealousy's crazy.
debate?
Holland and Melody, I
didn't
want to
come in here
see
to
5
send your
big boobs
donations.
in that
I'm
chat
trying
for
to have a
Holland and Melody.
conversation
Shout out to
with
Holland.
me,
Shout out
but
to Melanie. Oh
he
my
keeps
gosh.
yapping.
Holland and Melanie, thank you guys so much for the love. Jeez, dude. Thank you. As well as Original, thank you for the under construction. Nicole, thank you so much for the $5 on PayPal. Would you just thank Holland and Melanie, and then we could just move on to the debates? Would you just thank Holland, Melanie, and Paola real quick in the comment section, then we could just move on to the debates?
No,
Why not?
because I don't want to.
Why not?
I have to
Well, like,
So you're
well,
forcing
well,
me?
I'm just asking, like, why not?
because I don't want to.
We're forcing
valid
people. We're
reason.
forcing people to
It's
give
a
us
valid
money.
reason.
We're forcing people to give us money. That's what we're doing.
Yes, I know.
Arthur, thank you
I
for the
know.
penny. I appreciate the cent I
No, you
forced
are.
out of you. Thank you so much, Arthur.
Hey, also,
Mm-hmm.
you just said that like it was like a fake payment or something. Don't worry,
Yeah.
I've changed all the information. I've zoomed in so there's no identifying information. So see that says sent by Paola to.
I cannot see. I cannot see.
You have to invert, Teen.
I can't.
Read that.
What is that?
It's a donation. It's a receipt. All identifying information is cut out. It says getting.
You
sniped
could be
right after
lying
my
about
fake-
that too.
This is
Yeah, you
very
inspect
real.
element. Inspect element.
That is very real. I'm literally it's zoomed in on.
Prove it that it's real.
Nicole, thank you for the $5 on PayPal, and Hannah, thank you for the 20.
I'll just quickly
20
show
cents.
you without any identifying information here.
Boom, boom, boom,
Like,
boom,
do you see how
boom.
it's like on like the TikTok page? Or sorry, on the PayPal page?
Little.
All right, yeah. Can we have a debate now? I still don't believe you.
Yeah,
I know
what?
you're making those up.
Okay.
Wait, I'm sorry. Like, if you can't conform with reality, like, and say like he literally did get the donation, I don't know how we'd be able to like show like you'd conform to reality in other scenarios, like with like the
Like,
election.
it's just like
You need to stop calling me dumb. Seriously.
I didn't
you
even
have
call
to
you
stop
dumb. I didn't even
disrespecting
call
me.
you dumb. You called yourself dumb there.
No, you're telling me that I cannot have a conversation.
sick. Thank you so much for the $10 on PayPal for the fake donation. Hillary, thank you for the $5 on PayPal for the fake donation.
If you're not in accordance
You
with
guys are
reality, with acknowledging that the donations are real, how
Okay,
are we
they're
gonna
real.
say that
Okay,
you're
they're
right?
real. Whatever. I don't
Taya
care
with
if
the
they're
$3,
real.
Sarah with the $10.
Have your
I appreciate
money.
you guys for
I
the
don't know
love.
what the hell you do with that.
I'm gonna charge the Chromebook.
Do you
I mean,
gamble?
actually- no, actually, like, if you want me to be honest, like pretty much all the donations I'm getting right now are gonna be going towards the house. So I rented out like a 2-bedroom house, and so like I gotta get a new dishwasher. I gotta replace some of the
My
tiles in
God.
the kitchen. I probably will, because I got like the landlord's consent here to do a bit. I got consent.
I
to,
don't
like, repaint some
care.
of the
Just
walls,
I don't care what
furnish.
you're gonna do with the money. I don't
Then
care.
why did you ask?
I don't care. Let's
Then
just
why
have
do
a
you-
debate.
you asked?
'cause
You literally-
I've been
you
sitting
literally
here.
asked.
I've been waiting
asked
for
and
you.
now she's mad.
Thank you for the umbrella. I appreciate you for the love.
See again. I've been waiting here for
John
you to
Ty, thank you for
actually
the $2,
debate
and
me.
Kayla,
but
thank
it
you for the
seems like
$1. Thank
you're
you so much.
scared.
For this
You're scared
dollar
to
was
debate
sent
me.
with consent. Wait, now let's debate. What name one policy one policy you like of Trump's?
Sid, thank you so much for the $2.
Billy Bob, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much
Why
for
do I
taking
have
Charlie
to?
debates.
No, I already told you the reason that I voted
Oh,
Trump
she thinks
is
men are better at
because
leading than women.
he's a man.
Yeah.
Men are better at leading than women. Okay, so you're just misogynistic.
I'm not. This is literally for centuries, men were the leaders.
Let's
so
dispute
therefore
that. So,
they're better.
would you say that a good evaluation of your position would be? Well, we've only ever had men presidents, so that means men
Yes.
are better at leading than women.
So
Okay, let me
therefore
ask you a
they're
question.
better.
So if you were in 2007 and a white supremacist came up to you and told you that we've only ever had white presidents, do you think that would entail that white people are better at leading than black people?
Maybe. What?
What
It's
do
not-
you mean?
it's not-
What are you talking about, dude? What are you fucking saying?
It's not that joke.
Wait.
It's not.
Just because
I've never
people
seen
have
a
not.
black
Shut
president,
up.
so they
Shut up.
must not.
Oh, wait, I have a question. Before humans existed, would you say that the best possible leaders were like some different animal? Would you say? Would you
Well-
say that because they didn't exist yet?
Emily, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. I appreciate
humans
it.
Because we didn't
Thank
exist
you
yet?
for the $2 on Venmo.
No, when
Matt with
humans
the $5
didn't
on Venmo.
exist,
Cindy
so
with
there
the
would be
$2.
there were no leaders. There were only animals.
Okay,
How
okay.
could
Laura,
animals
thank
be
you for the $2
leaders?
and the
How could they
33
be
cents on PayPal.
presidents?
Wait,
What the hell are
wait.
you talking about?
I'm talking about like different types of animal species. There were leaders of those animal species in their own species. I'm asking you like a very specific question, right? Can you answer the question like prior to the
Maybe
point
they
in which
were. Maybe they were.
So you would say that those were the best possible leaders, like plants. If only plants existed, plants were the best possible leaders.
Yes.
Aaron, thank you so much for the $6 on Venmo.
I am not
And Rowan, thank you for the
racist.
$2
I'm
on
just
Venmo.
using
listen,
common sense and
I'm
logic.
I'm just gonna refute.
I am not
okay,
racist.
This is what I'm about to
because,
say.
My friend is black.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Are you trolling or is this serious?
I
Why
really
would I
hope
be
they're trolling.
I want to have a serious debate with you. You're the one that is trolling me right now.
Did
by
you just?
asking me stupid
What are you
questions.
talking about?
Did you just
You
like?
just-
I just want to
dude.
clarify here. Did you just like unironically say that you're not racist because you have a black friend? Was that serious?
Okay, he's not my friend, but we work together.
Stop! You're making it worse.
Dude,
You're making it
dude,
worse.
Alyssa,
Dude, are
thank you for the
okay?
$5 on Venmo. Like, this is like Parker. This is like probably one of like the most absurd guests that I've ever had on the live.
Arnett, thank you so much. I appreciate the $20 on PayPal. Gina, thank you so much for the $2.
being
Thank you so
so
much donating because you
disrespectful.
guys
I'm
are
gonna say it
forcing me
again.
while I'm not a real person.
You gotta
Christine,
stop
thank you for
being
the $5. Thank you so much.
Because you're
Christina,
younger
thank you
than
for the
me. You're
$15 on
younger than me.
PayPal. Let's get some big booms in the chat for Christina with the $15. Okay.
Boom!
Boom! I just actually want to communicate. I want to communicate this to you because this is actually really important and this could help you grow as a person. So, Alyssa,
I'm
first
already
of all,
grown. I don't need to be grown.
I need to communicate to you that you're incredibly bigoted, you're incredibly misogynistic, and
I'm
you
not.
also are.
I'm just
naturally
using
misogynist.
logic.
So,
And you guys don't have logic, so you guys just
Alyssa,
don't
It is not logical to
Can
think
I-
that women are
That's
worse
okay.
leaders.
I'm not gonna argue with you about
I
that.
want to communicate this argument to you. So just
Right.
because like a class of people dominate in a space doesn't mean that the
No,
class of
just
people-
because they dominate,
Alyssa,
it
can
means
I
they're
speak?
better at it.
But that's the thing. I want to be able to speak here because I can communicate to you how that's wrong.
Okay, you can speak.
Sure,
You've been
super
speaking this whole
so just
entire
because
life.
a class of people dominate in
You
a
keep
space-
mentioning the donates. Nobody
Alyssa,
cares about those stuff.
Jocelyn, thank you for the $1 on PayPal. The only reason I mentioned that one was because you talk shit about it. All right, pipe down. Okay, all right, okay, pipe down right now. All right, Gunner, thank you for the diamond. Anyways, going back to what I was gonna say. Just because a class of individuals dominates in a space does not mean that that class of individual outperforms in the space. Okay, and I could give you an example, right?
No,
A
you
good
can't.
Example, yes, I can. A good example.
No,
is-
you can't.
I
Your examples are shit.
you don't even know what my example is, Alyssa.
Yes, I know. I've been watching your lives, and I know what you're gonna say. And
Shut
I
up,
don't care.
Emily! Emily with
I am not
the
gonna mute before I have
$50
an actual debate with him
on
before I prove him
PayPal.
Because he
Thank
keeps
you,
talking
Emily,
over
with the
me. He keeps
$50 on
mentioning
PayPal,
the
saying that
donations.
Alyssa's
Nobody cares.
hurting your brain. She's hurting my brain as well, Emily. But quite frankly, I appreciate you for the donation. Everybody, let's get at least 500 big booms for Emily in the chat with a $50 donation. That's incredibly kind of you. W to Emily. Anyways, now I'm going to go and communicate the argument. for
Also,
you.
in that debate with Emily, you were being so disrespectful. You're so disrespectful towards women, and also
She unilaterally deserved the disrespect, just like you. Anyways, here's the argument that I want to communicate to you. Donald, thank you for the $5 on Venmo to interrupt the racist, and Jeannie, thank you for the
stop
$1.
muting me. I'm trying to talk.
Parker's just gonna.
I got you with the mute. Don't worry.
Yeah,
so you
Doug
told him
Parker.
to stop muting you. I'll mute you instead. I got you. Don't worry. But I just want to let you know, Emily Wilson literally said, "Oh, it's just words" when saying slurs because Dean said you shouldn't say those slurs, and then she literally left and got so angry because Dean called her stupid. Not only
What
is she
slurs?
fucking
What slurs
stupid.
did she say? What slurs? Because if it wasn't
What
the
slurs?
N-word, then I don't care. It's not that deep.
Wow, you think it's not that deep if it was the F slur or the R slur? That's insane.
If it wasn't the N-word, it's not that deep.
What do you mean it's not that deep? How are
Because-
you going to evaluate that? Maria, thank you for the $1.
I don't
Thank you so
know.
much.
It's just not that deep.
Emily,
Why-
thank you so much for.
What?
Personally, the retard slur. I don't. I don't. I don't
kick her. Out,
No,
bye,
don't
bye.
kick me, please.
Get out.
I'm just like taking a bat.
Like,
Like-
what do you mean it's not that bad? What are you talking about?
That is like one of like the worst guests I've like so totally
So insane.
like like contrary to logic in like all facets. Like even with the last statement there, like it's only wrong if it's the N-word. So like unironically, like the position that it's not wrong to say any slurs is like more logical. Well, definitely not logical at all, but more logical than the position that it's wrong to say this particular slur, but not wrong to say this other. Because when you say it is wrong to say the N-word, you accept the principle that some language is wrong to use because of the harm in which it's perpetuated. But then you don't apply that principle to like other slurs. Like it's just a really like obscene demonstration of how like adverse to any logic some people are. Wow. Anyways, Texas Navy, what's up? Did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Are you driving? Are you driving?
Do what? I am driving.
All right. Unfortunately, you can't be on the live if you're driving. I do appreciate you for joining us, though. For the 7.1 thousand people in the stream, guys, make sure that we're double tapping. We could get up to 1 million likes in literally no time as long as we all double tap y'all. As well as, guys, make sure to share out the stream with a couple friends. Let's get 2,000 shares. Joe, did you vote for Trump?
Hey, give me just a second to get my mic and stuff hooked up.
Matthew, thank you so much for the $2. I promise. It's just how fast they speak.
Dean, didn't you partake in some racist activities yourself?
Yeah, when I was younger, I used racial slurs. I did.
Wow, what a hypocrite.
Oh, wait,
how is it hypocritical for him to acknowledge that he can become a better person, educate other people to be better people?
Why would you
argue
speak
against
on racism on here? Why would you even speak about racism on here?
Wait. Parker, do you mind if I argue this point just because it's about me? Like the only reason why like I asked that is just because it's about me, and I like want to be able to communicate like how I feel about these things as well. But I obviously also do want to give you the mic. I just want to be able to communicate this like specific point.
Okay, I got it set up.
So like for like Steve, the reason why I like speak so adamantly about these things is because I want to share the same education with others, and which was like shared with myself. Like that's the whole reason why I do this at all. And like overwhelmingly, like yeah, I don't think I'm racist today at all, and it's due to the same education that I go in and share with thousands of people every day. But Steve, do you think I'm racist?
Yeah, you had to have somebody call you out. You didn't just come
Steve,
on here and just tell everybody.
I sent an announcement. So, Steve, we talk about this every day. I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that you're disingenuous and that you have no argument based upon this question. Steve, how do I stop being racist?
You stop talking about racism?
So talking about racism is what makes me racist?
Well, you partake in those kind of activities.
Yeah, but I thought that the use of racial slurs when I was younger is what made me racist.
Dude, you're young as it is. What do you mean younger? Wasn't that long ago?
14
you act like this is history or something, dude.
I think
you're a racist.
That's besides the point. You're still a racist person. Steve, you're still not answering my question. How do I stop being racist? You can't answer this question because legitimate... Steve, one moment. The reason you can't answer this question is because any legitimate answer to this question would demonstrate that Dean is not racist. All right? Because you have to say something along the lines of, well, maybe you stop holding racial biases and you stop using terms that perpetuate racism. Well, all of a sudden, Dean's not racist. That happened years ago. Okay? So any way that you answer this question in a genuine manner would dispute your original claim. So you're A, not going to answer the question at all. B, you're just going to act like you don't understand the question. Or C, you're going to give some very disingenuous, obviously false answer. So go ahead and choose your route, Steve. I'm detailing the fake manufactured outrage from the right with one question that defeats
tell me how you learned.
Every single time.
Tell me how you learned from your mistake.
I forgot the E. The E is the pivot. Like an inability to answer the question.
Tell me how you
learned. So answer the question on how I stop being racist.
Tell me how you learned from your mistakes.
So the answer selection that you're choosing right now is called the pivot. Okay? This is one of the answer selections to my question, how do I stop being racist, that details that this is false, fake, manufactured outrage. So stop pivoting and answer the question head on, how do I stop being racist? Once again, to communicate to the 8,000 people in here, any genuine answer would detail that Dean is no longer a racist today. Any disingenuous answer would be incredibly obvious and easy to perceive. This is the defeater. Whenever anybody says that Dean Withers is racist, ask them how Dean Withers can stop being racist. It will always expose the disingenuous nature of the individual accusing me of being racist. Every single time, it cannot fail. It is the defeating move against the claim that Dean is racist. So unmute your mic and answer the question. How do I stop being racist?
Why do I gotta fucking unmute it? Just stop muting me.
You got it.
Jesus
How do I stop being
Christ.
racist, Steve?
You're
Good,
racist.
good boy for
You're
unmuting the mic when he
racist.
asked.
Yeah. So how do I stop?
You're racist.
I get that. Yeah. How do I stop?
God, man.
How do I stop being racist, Steve?
Steve, say it one more time.
How do I stop being racist?
I learned.
Can't answer the question. That's why it's called the defeating move, buddy. Your argument failed. What now?
But you're a racist person. You don't
So-
understand that.
Oh, good boy, good boy. You're such a good boy, Steve. Oh, what a
Parker-
good boy.
So how do I
don't
stop
even
being
hate you
racist?
as bad as I hate this fucking guy
Yeah.
right
So
here.
how do I
He's just-
stop
hate
being
him?
racist?
Yeah, he's fucking racist. What do you?
So how do I stop? So Steve,
You're
how do I stop
literally
being
friends.
racist?
You're literally friends with a racist person.
wait, Parker, you asked.
How does he stop being racist?
There you go.
You don't.
Oh,
You
so
don't?
once a racist, always a racist?
So Donald
Yeah,
Trump.
you're
is
racist.
So is Donald Trump racist?
Definitely not racist.
So when he didn't rent to black people, you're saying that's not racist?
Did Donald Trump make any racial slurs?
Yes. Now, can you answer the question? Do you think racial slurs the only racist thing you can do? You understand that not renting to black people explicitly is racist?
I'm just letting you know, Dean.
So
that you're
is
racist.
Donald Trump racist?
Dude, I love it when
You
like,
can't
people are
come on here and
Can you answer the question? Is Donald Trump racist then?
the argument cripples itself. It's
Is Donald Trump then racist, Steve? Can you answer the question?
Donald Trump is not racist. I answered the fucking
Wait, but
question.
he didn't rent to black people.
Okay. Did he say any
You don't
racial
think that's
slurs?
racism? You don't think that's racist?
No, that's not racist.
Wait, Parker.
It's not
Parker, watch this.
racism to not
Parker.
rent to black people?
Wait, Parker, watch this. Here's like the second argument because when we've run this before, this is also what I've said. There's a second defeater when we whittle them down
he
to
didn't
the
rent
stance.
to black people. Where the fuck are you?
The New York
Civil
State
litigation.
DOJ, and then the civil litigation went through. But watch this. So they're so predictable every time. So watch this, Steve. Why is saying the N-word racist? Now we got to pressure him on this point. You got to help me out here, Parker. If he like tries to pivot, talk to you, just help me out. Why is saying
it's
that's more of a
knowledge? It's a slur, man.
Yeah, but why is saying like a racial slur racist? Obviously it is, but I just want you to detail the reasons why. If you need help, let me know.
I don't have anything to say. I'm just letting you know that it's racist.
Yeah, would you say it's racist because
Wow,
it
dude, this guy's
perpetuates
so intelligent.
discrimination and harm specifically to black people?
Sure.
Okay, so if perpetuating discrimination and harm to black people is your qualifications for racism, well, would you say specifically not renting to black people because of their race would perpetuate discrimination and harm to black people?
I think that there could also be other
Shut up, Joe.
reasons.
Lisa, think of the $5 and Ryan, think of the $5.
Come on, let Joe speak too.
No.
You see how he's just trying to use that to pivot?
Yeah, well, it's because like this argument
Dude,
is
that's
dead in the
y'all's
water.
favorite fucking word on here is pivot. That's all.
So are you
y'all
going to
ever
answer the
say.
question?
Like y'all don't pivot to eat.
Hey,
Like y'all don't
Steve.
pivot either.
Hey, Steve, are you going to answer the question?
What's your question, Dean?
Is not renting to black people because they're black perpetuate discrimination and harm to black people?
No, it doesn't. I answered the fucking question 2 times.
I certainly think it does. The reason I think it does
Thanks
is
for the
quite
fucking
obvious.
rose. Thanks for the rose. Thanks for the rose. Thanks for the heart. Thanks for the chili pepper. We're in this.
Wait,
Yo,
so
Steve, I have a question.
Thank you for the
Steve.
mango. What's up, Parker? I like you, Parker. What's up?
You like me? Why do you hate Dean, but you like me?
because
Dean
because
just
I
spills.
don't think that's bullshit.
Dean is just fucking racist, and he comes on here and tries to justify racism. It's fucking crazy, to me.
Dude, the argument's dead in the water.
You don't sound serious when you say that.
You're just not. You're not as bad, Parker. You're a little bit more stable, I think. You know.
Steve, the argument's dead in the water because remember how you couldn't tell me how I stopped being racist?
So what do you mean by more stable? What does that mean?
All right, guys. I gotta get back to my 9 to 5.
Oh wait, before
Later.
you get back, could you thank Zoe for donating me $20 on Venmo?
Thank you, Zoe, for fucking donating a racist fucking $20 to this guy.
Thank you so much for the $20 donation, Zoe. Zoe says for learning, growing, and not being a racist. Love to you. I appreciate
Holy
you.
shit!
Zoe.
I got 75 gifts. I've never got no gifts on here. Must be a Trump supporter.
I
Must
think
be a
that's like
Trump
probably
supporter.
like not even a. Is that even a penny?
Well,
Is that
Parker,
even, like-
see, I have a
I don't know.
full-time. Look, I have a full-time job, Parker. I don't sit on the fucking phone all day. Bud.
I have a
So
full-time
any
job
type
too,
of
Steve.
any type of gift that I get, I'm very, very.
No, I understand, but like you were like bragging. It was like weird.
But it's not. It's a thank you. Like
How much have you had to drink today?
I fucking just woke up, man.
You just woke up and you're at your 9 to 5. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, I work
dude?
from my house.
Wait, so do we.
Okay, so do we. So then, how are you any different?
Well, I work for Amazon.
And by the way, if it's 9 to 5 and you just woke up, you understand that you still weren't there up until what? What time is it for you right now?
You know what I mean? I didn't like just.
What time is it for you right now?
Jess, thanks for the galaxy.
3:52. I live
It's
in South
3:52.
Texas.
So you're only gonna work for the last hour? Jesus Christ.
No,
Dude, come on, bro. Yeah, dude.
This is a salary-based job.
The last hour, dude.
Yo, dude works an hour a day for 5 days a week.
And he's
thinks
like,
that
dude,
we
let me
don't
get
have a
back to my
job.
9 to 5 that I just slept through, bro.
Thank you for the chili pepper.
Yeah, maybe you need.
Yeah,
maybe you
dude.
fucking need that chili pepper.
know,
a little
people
bit.
Steve, maybe you need Steve, maybe you need to get a job, brother. maybe you need to get a job, bro. Because bro, you've been sleeping all day, bro. 9 to 5, my ass, bro. What are you talking about?
Well, people do take breaks and take naps. You know that, or no?
During their entire 9 to 5, you just said you just woke up.
Yeah, I just woke up.
Who the
I
hell
was on my
takes a
fucking
nap
break.
during their 9 to 5?
Well, when you work from home, that's what you fucking do, retard. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, there he goes and uses the slur. Gone immediately.
Dude, I'm so sorry
People
for
are
his use of
so
this slur
insane.
chat. These, dude, what is going on with these guests today, man? Joe, unmute that mic, man.
He works for the last hour. It's crazy.
What's up?
Okay, Joe. Can you give me one policy like of Trump's per standard?
Oh, I couldn't honestly just spell out policies because I probably don't know enough about them, and y'all just get me on it.
So why do you vote for Trump?
I like what he's done for America before. Like some of his views. I like that he don't take crap. I like that he's a stronger.
Gabrielle,
president
thank you for the
than what
$5 on
we
PayPal.
had. There's a lot of reasons why I like Trump.
Okay. Yeah. So you said he doesn't. You said he doesn't take crap.
Yeah, he's no nonsense.
No nonsense. He said that windmills are causing whales to die in numbers never seen before. Is that
I didn't say he didn't
nonsense?
say stupid shit, but everybody does.
Is that nonsense?
Hell, Biden said that if you don't vote for him, you're not black. I mean, that's nonsense.
That was some very stupid shit that Biden
Yeah.
said.
Like what? We would agree that's stupid, but can you
Every
acknowledge?
president says some not. Have you not watched
I just want to point out the difference between even like Trump and Biden here. You know that like Biden was able to like hold himself accountable and apologize for that. When have you ever seen like Trump hold himself accountable and apologize for anything wrong he's ever done? You know, he actually said in an interview in 2018 that he's never had to ask the Lord for forgiveness ever.
No, I didn't know that. But
why do you want a man that
honestly,
can't take accountability to try to take accountability for over 300 million Americans?
Yeah, but I've actually seen the proof of how things get spent. I've seen the proof of how the news will show something that he said, but won't show the whole thing. They'll only take it out of context and show a certain amount.
So I have a question. When he hit on that 10-year-old girl and said that he'd be dating her in 10 years, was that taken out of context?
No, that was just really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, or like what about when he said that he likes to like perv on like teenage girls changing under the guise of an inspection?
When did he say that?
On Howard
I ain't
Stern's
never heard nothing
podcast.
like that.
Wait, can I play it for you?
Yeah.
All right, bet. In the meantime, guys, make sure that we're double tapping away on that phone screen while we pull up this clip. Already got it loaded, locked in.
I know we had a stronger American.
We say hello with vagina.
And I know that other countries.
I'm playing you the clip.
Mr. Trump in my country.
To think about the conflict a little bit later on.
The question is, how can it not be construed?
No, I mean, some of these foreign girls, Mr. Trump in my country, we say hello with vagina. And
Well, you could also say, as the owner of the pageant, it's your obligation to do that.
So you have done that. Now,
I'll tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show.
Yes.
And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that
like a
everything is
doctor.
good.
You're there.
Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clothes. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible-looking women. And so I sort of get away with things like that.
He said women, not girls.
It was a Miss Teen USA pageant.
I don't know. I can't support that.
And also, is it okay to like perv on women either?
Most men do, though. I mean, it's just if you just.
Okay, so you're literally.
I don't know about
defending a man.
perv. I wouldn't say perv. No.
So you're literally defending a man walking into a woman's changing room. I want to make it very clear what you're defending. Do you do that? I don't. You said that most men do that. Okay, so would you say that you're one of the good
No, I'm not.
guys?
I am not going to back that up at all. I'm not going to say that's a good thing.
Yeah. Have you ever seen him hold himself accountable or apologize for that?
No, no, but that's just part of him. That's just you got to take the good with the bad. You got to
So
take.
what's the good?
He's strong for the country.
Strong for the
He's
country.
strong
How
for
so?
America. Yeah.
How so? How so?
All right. I've been watching on all this stuff that's going on. I for one, I think that we help, and we're all humans. We should help to a certain standard. But I feel like when you're taking from the American people by helping other countries that they should help themselves, it's hurting us in the long run.
So I have a question. How does the $32 billion that we give to Ukraine per year approximately hurt our country? I'm actually led to the idea that it doesn't at all. Because, like, Donald Trump spent over $2 trillion a year during his presidency. You took no issue with it, even though it didn't really do much. And I guess now you're taking issue with $32 billion.
A good bit of the budget that he used on some of the policies with the COVID, the stimulus checks, things like that.
There's $8.6 trillion in debt-related spending under Trump's term. $4.8 trillion of that was non-COVID related, compared to $2.2 non-COVID related expenditure under Biden and Harris. So if you're concerned,
and how much of that was for our military, and how much of that was for things that bettered America?
Karen, thank you so much for the $20 on Venmo. I do appreciate you so much for the love. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. W's for Karen. Well, the main cause of government spending under Trump's term was his Tax Cuts and Jobs Act in 2018. That didn't really do much for America. In fact, it only increased our GDP by about $8 billion per year, and it costs close to $2 trillion.
Now, are you looking this stuff up as we talk, or do you have it all memorized?
Memorized.
Man, that's pretty good.
I mean, I do it every day. It's just kind of like, experience.
Right. I get you. So give you a little background. I'm 44 years old. I'm a vet. I got a 22-year-old son. I got a 19-year-old daughter. You know what I mean? And my son voted for Harris. My daughter, she didn't vote at all. I let them live their own life. Told them it's their decision. Whatever they want to vote, I ain't gonna knock them on it. I have my views, I guess, where I'm older. I don't know.
Yeah.
And the things that I've seen is these countries wouldn't have done some of the things they've done and wouldn't have got as bold as they've gotten with a strong president. They see
you understand Russia's interfered with the last 3 elections to get Trump elected because Putin thinks that he's easy to manipulate. And
that's not been no.
Suggest that's true.
No, that has not been proven at all.
It's been proven by the DOD. It's been proven by the CIA, and it's been proven by the DOJ.
No, it was a witch hunt. Look,
you're talking about the quote unquote witch hunt that you're referring to is the idea that Trump was involved with it. What was proven was that they were doing it. There was no collusion with Trump proven, but they did interfere.
Okay,
my claim is that Russia's interfered.
Yeah, you might be right on that aspect. I'm just saying I don't think that there was any collusion involved at all. So
you actually have a strong argument for that. They didn't find any evidence that Trump was involved, but the point is that he's obviously not stronger against foreign adversaries, or Putin probably wouldn't want him in office.
But he's a businessman, and when it comes down to it,
he's a businessman that is willing to make a deal with a fucking crook. Exactly, a crook is willing to make a deal with another crook.
So, do you think that this would have happened with Ukraine, whether if Trump was in office?
I think that we don't have enough evidence to indicate one way or another. It's all speculation, regardless of the side of the aisle you fall on, so I can't even make a stance there. But what I can say is that Putin obviously thinks Trump in office will make it easier for him.
And do you think that the war and some of these volatile situations that we have right now, do you think they'll subside with Trump in office, or will you think they'll get worse?
Well, they'll get worse for the Ukrainian individuals.
What do you think is going to happen?
Like the conflict can subside given worse conditions for Ukrainians.
Like him giving some of the land that Russia wants.
Exactly.
And you think that's where it's aiming for?
I do think that's what Trump is aiming for.
See, here's what I think, that if you're...
Joshua, thank you so much for the $6 on PayPal, as well as Parker. Thank you so much for the $25 on Venmo saying, cook 'em. I appreciate you for the love, Parker. Everyone, show some love to Parker.
Here's what I think, that if you're looking for something, you're going to find it. And all these things that they brought up against Trump, and all these things that they... Just like anybody in... in that area, if you're looking for something, you're going to find it. If you're
Are you a
going down the road and...
Are you a rapist? If I investigated you for unconsensual intercourse with a woman, would I find anything?
No. I'm 100% sure of that.
Okay, so it's not. If you're looking for something, you're going to find it because Donald Trump's a rapist.
No, because if I was somebody that was, if I was somebody that was rich or if I was somebody that was powerful, I'm sure someone would say that.
Could someone prove it?
No.
No. Okay. Well, someone proved that Donald Trump raped them.
He doesn't.
And what was that? Are you talking about the Stormy Daniels thing or what?
No, E. Jean Carroll. Also, hey, Black Queen, did you vote for Trump?
Absolutely not. No.
We love you. We love you, Black Queen.
You know what? I don't think he understands the position that he holds. He really thinks he can change. I'm sure he can change it, but did you hear where he said he wanted to change Gulf of Mexico to
renaming water? The biggest priority of Americans, renaming water. W Black Queen in the chat. All right, Joe. Well, I'm going to be honest. I'm not really sensing an argument from you, so I think I will move on. But I do appreciate you for joining.
Don't really give me much of a chance to argue.
Chat, should we give Joe more of a chance to argue? How about that? We leave it up to a popular vote.
Oh, it's going to be a no.
Hello.
Nope. Hey, AF, how old are you?
I am 14. You can ban me if you want.
Okay. Bye. Gotta be at least 18
Bye.
to be on the live. Hey, Maltita, I appreciate you for the $5 on PayPal saying lots of love from Finland. Your work is important. Well, I appreciate you for that. I wonder where Parker went. Parker's big chilling. Gator, what's up? How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good, dude. Sorry.
How do you?
I did not expect you to add me.
How old are you?
Oh, I'm 20.
Oh, nice, man. Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did, but I just honestly gotta say I have a lot of respect for you because you're clearly a very intelligent man.
Hey, well, Gator, I
right.
appreciate that. Why did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, so I voted for Trump. One of the bigger issues it came down to was abortion. I just couldn't stand by a president, vice president that didn't seem to have a clear cutoff point for abortion.
Wait, Donald Trump and Kamala Harris had the same policy for late-term abortions. Under both Roe v. Wade and how it's currently in the hands of the states, for abortions after the point of viability, all states have the right to determine the legality of it in their individual states.
All right. Well, it just seemed like even with Trump, like I get it. Like I'm pretty sure he's the #1 president when it comes to someone who's paid for the most abortions or something like that. I heard something, so I don't know how true that is. However, it just seemed like the better.
Gator, do you mind if I just ask you a question real quick? What year were you born in?
Oh, 2000.
Oh wow, he disconnected pretty quickly. Okay, Ben, what's up? You vote for Trump?
I did, yes. I'd like to correct you on, you said that he was a convicted rapist.
I said he held liable for rape.
No, you said that he was found guilty of rape. That's exactly
he was
what
found.
you said.
He was found guilty of rape. Yeah.
No, he was not. He was not, according to New York law. He won $15 million because reporters were calling him a rapist, and that's not what he is.
Gotcha. I don't mind clearing up the misconceptions here. So first of all, he didn't win.
It's not a misconception. It's a mistake you made. You were saying things that weren't true.
So I'm trying to explain to you how it's a misconception. Can I at least have an opportunity to try?
Sure, go ahead.
So first of all, he wasn't awarded $15 million from winning a lawsuit against ABC. ABC lacked a backbone because they probably thought things would come up in discovery that they didn't want public to know, so they settled outside of court with Trump for $15 million. But I find it so evidently clear that Donald Trump's a rapist, and I could actually get you to agree with it. So I just want to clarify. Would you agree with me that anything entering into a woman's vajayjay without consent should be considered rape?
Sure.
Okay, so the action he was held liable for was penetrating E. Jean Carroll's vajayjay with his fingers without consent, so we could already colloquially agree that that's grape. Now, the reason that it wasn't determined to be grape in accordance with the law of the state of New York at the time was because they only defined grape as the PP penetrating the vajayjay. However, it was clarified in a counter follow-up suit in 2023 that where the judge ruled that the claim that Donald Trump raped E. Jean Carroll is substantially true, as well as they updated their law to reflect that. So
that was his opinion. That was his opinion. Nothing was proven. He was found liable.
It was proven that he penetrated E. Jean Carroll's vajayjay with his fingers, which we both consider to be grape. So in other words, it was
There's no evidence of that, and he said it never happened. There's no scientific physical evidence that it ever happened.
Okay,
it was just his word versus hers in a court, a liable court, not a criminal court.
Okay, awesome. Real quick, Ellie, thank you for the $1 Venmo.
Can you explain?
Ken,
oh, go ahead.
yeah, I can. Just give me a second. Ken, thank you so much for the $20 on Venmo as well, saying Logic and Argument 101. I do really appreciate you for that, Ken. Let's get at least 200 W's for Ken in the chat. So I want to see how much you know. So first of all, the civil proceedings that had concluded that Trump had raped E. Jean Carroll had very clear evidence submitted into the court documents that the jury used to hold him liable. Can you name one piece of evidence that the jury used to hold him liable?
I know that there was DNA evidence, 15 pages of it, that Eugene Carroll refused to submit, and her lawyer refused to submit it all the way through the entire court trial.
Okay,
do you think that sounds like someone?
So Ben, I'd actually be willing to bet you $100 that what you just said wasn't true, because if you actually know your shit, she had a dress that she claimed had Trump's DNA in it, that she tried to submit to the court for the jury to use as evidence. The judge then asked Donald Trump to also submit his DNA to the court so it could be tested against the male DNA on the dress, so it could be proven to be his or not to be his, in which Trump then refused and failed to provide his DNA to the courts until after discovery.
No, you're twisting it around. You're twisting it around. Trump's lawyers said that he would submit his DNA evidence if they would submit the evidence, the paperwork for the DNA testing of the dress, and they refused to make that compromise.
Yeah, because that was until after discovery period was over, right? I think
does that sound like someone that has been victimized, that had proof that they were victimized?
Because that was after discovery period was over.
The judge refused.
Yes, because it was after discovery. Ben? What's discovery?
Let me finish can I finish my statement?
Everything that you're saying happened after discovery.
He refused it to allow it, which means he could have allowed it.
And if I was a judge, I would have done the same thing, because similar to public businesses.
Well, then that's a travesty of justice. If you think that he's guilty, the DNA evidence was
it's not a travesty of justice. It's a fault of Donald Trump's, and here's why. So you're not just calling yourself the party of law. You're calling yourself the party of law and order. Okay, in the same way that public businesses have very strict, clean-cut hours of operation that they ensure everybody is familiar with, and no, Chick-fil-A will not serve you on a Sunday, and Walmart will not serve you after midnight. A court will not allow you to submit evidence after the discovery period is over. You shouldn't be surprised.
It's 11 p.m. for Walmart, and they do it all the time.
You shouldn't be surprised if you don't get your 8-count nugget from Chick-fil-A on Sunday. Just like none of us should be surprised that the judge wouldn't reopen discovery period for Donald Trump. He had a year and a half to submit his DNA to the court and abide by the requests of the judge. He failed and refused. He then took a gamble.
But it could have been allowed, and the judge refused to do that.
He then took a gamble.
That's the judge's fault.
He then took a gamble. Well, why didn't he try to submit it for the first year and a half when the judge had requested it?
Well, he said fine as long as she'll submit her paperwork.
Why did he say no for the first year and a half? Answer my question, Ben. I'm actually not going to allow you to do this whole pedantic, silly game. I've already described it to you. No one in the chat.
Well, you never answered my question first.
I actually did. I literally did, because you're not just the party of law. You're the party of order. Courtrooms have order, just like public businesses. That was my response to your question.
You have to mute me because I'm blasting you here.
No, I'm having to mute you because you're interrupting me and not responding to my question after I've responded to your own. You asked me why the judge refused to accept his invitation to submit evidence after discovery period was open, and my answer to your question was that there's order inside of a courtroom. So now please answer my question.
That's ridiculous. He could have accepted it, and he refused to.
Why didn't he ever submit it while discovery period was open?
Doesn't matter. He still submitted it.
Wait, well, if it doesn't matter why he didn't submit it while discovery period was open, it definitely doesn't matter why the judge didn't reopen discovery period when he requested to submit it after.
Okay, so the judge didn't allow any scientific evidence, so there was no scientific evidence that he did any of that.
So the judge actually allowed a year and a half for it.
So, but what you're saying is,
this is why I say that these full-grown adult men in the MAGA movement have less maturity than my 6-year-old nephew. You literally sound like a child right now. Just for instance, I was playing Fortnite with my 8-year-old nephew inside the other day, and Ben, stop unmuting yourself. Do you need to get it out, or can I continue to try to say what I was going to say?
Going to personal insults, you've lost. Good day.
Oh, you're gonna run away?
So
You're
I'm
running
actually
away?
this personal insult is like incredibly like relevant to the topic at hand. I was inside the other day playing Fortnite with my 8-year-old nephew. His bedtime is 8:30. We had finished a game at 8:25. He then asks me if I could play another one. Mom and dad come in and they say to my 8-year-old nephew, "No, it's time to go to bed because it's about to be 8:30." And then after 8:30 had passed, he asked me to play another game. And then he got really mad when they told him that he couldn't play another game, even though he knew his bedtime was 8:30. That's the reason why this personal insult was conceptually relevant to the point of my position, because you're literally getting mad that your parents told you your bedtime was 8:30 and you're trying to play a game of Fortnite at 8:35. The cutoff for discovery was well known for a year and a half in advance by Trump and his lawyers.
Perfect example, chat. Tremendous example. I've never seen such an incredibly well put example. Incredibly, quite frankly.
And any argument that you can make that it's the fault of the judge for not extending the deadline of discovery after it had passed for Donald Trump is like my 8-year-old nephew trying to argue that it's the fault of my parents for not allowing him to play an extra game of Fortnite.
Talk? Question mark?
No.
Spawn.
So that's what we call a false equation.
What? Sorry.
That was funny.
That's real funny. You got. I've been waiting to talk to both of you for quite some time, but here you are acting like third graders. I'm
Nicole,
sorry.
I appreciate you so much for the $20 on Venmo. I appreciate you for the love. This is where you run away. I don't care. We'll move on to the next guy.
Bedtime is 8:30. Bedtime is 8:30, Ben.
If you will allow me to talk, I won't run away.
You
Go
can
for
talk.
it.
Go for it.
If you need me again, I'm not gonna stay.
Yeah,
Because
you're
acting
right. I don't care.
like children.
You are making it very hard to prevent myself from doing it, but go for it. It's so hard. I have such an urge. No, please go.
So also, you understand that before this was ever reported on a TV show, a very similar crime happened on a TV show, Law and Order, that took place at the exact.
Yeah, we can talk about Law and Order next. I thought that you were going to respond to my claim about the cutoff for discovery. Okay, he ran away. Whatever. Like,
Bro, he brings up what? That has zero relevance. One, that show is specifically about sexual assault cases.
Hey, Mama Peach.
So are we like? Do we really think it's like that crazy to like a show that is supposed to bring attention to the fact that people are sexually assaulted, right? And there are cases about this, has relevant factors that would be like associated with another sexual assault case? Like what? That just like makes no sense to say that like there would be no association. That's like being like, you know what? Someone committed a crime that I've seen in Cops before. I've seen it in Cops. It can't be real. It couldn't have happened because
also,
I saw someone in Cops steal that candy bar.
My favorite counter argument for this point is there's a show called Limitless. It came out 2010s. One of the episode is this guy running for president, and he stages an assassination attempt on his own life so he gets more votes in the run for the presidency.
Oh yeah, you know what I mean.
It was in a TV show before.
Inside job, huh? Inside job. Jordan, thank you for the $10. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Laura.
Comparing deadline to deadline equals false equivalency. So.
And by the way, in this TV show, it was identical to what happened to Donald Trump. He got grazed in the ear by a bullet. Bree, what's up? Did you vote for Trump? Okay, Bree's not here. We're gonna move on to the next guest. I guess Ben was scared of us. We're so smart. Too smart for him. Hey, what's up? You driving? Okay, I like your music, Slay.
All right, while you find someone, I'm gonna get some food from downstairs real quick. I'll be right back.
But no worries. All right, if you're one of the 7,000 people watching the stream and you voted for Trump, make sure to spam MAGA down below in that chat. And if you want to support me, my Venmo and the PayPal, they're in the background right here, as well as they're in the link in the bio. So yeah, what's up?
By the way, everyone, I was just gonna let y'all know. Here pretty soon, I'm gonna be going to Chicago, so like I'll be. That's what I was like setting up there. So that's why I was like quiet and stuff, just letting everyone know. But cool, nice. Cool stuff planned.
For real. User, you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, why did you vote for the worst presidential candidate of your lifetime?
Well, the reason I voted for Trump is, well, I think the Democrats' main argument was that he was going to become like a dictator and take away women's rights and like black people's rights. But he was already president for 4 years and he didn't do any of that. So I'm kind of confused why they think
Okay, if I could prove to you that he did, would you regret your vote for Trump?
If he took away women's rights and black people's rights, yeah, I think so.
Just like one of the two. Let's start with women's rights.
Are you talking about abortion?
Yeah, so while he was president, he elected 3 justices to the Supreme Court to overturn Roe v. Wade, which literally stripped all 170 million American women and girls from their right to federal protections for access to abortion.
Well,
he literally took away a legal right from all women and girls in our country. Bragged about it too.
Why do women deserve the right to have an abortion rather than babies have the right to live?
Of course, I could demonstrate this very easily. I find it to be in violation of human rights when you infringe upon one's bodily integrity and autonomy without good reason. And if we could accept the premise that women deserve human rights, then women deserve the access to abortion because there's no good reason to infringe upon it.
My problem with the Democratic Party is they come after me and they call me a terrible person because I don't agree with abortion.
How about you talk to me? I don't like this whole thing about other Democrats. Talk to this Democrat. Respond to what I said.
You too. You're saying things like, oh, like you have to believe abortion's okay when it's clearly a sensitive topic. Like, is this okay?
You definitely should believe that women deserve access to abortion, yes. Because if you believe that women don't deserve access to abortion, then you just believe that women deserve to have their human rights infringed upon for the reason that I already gave. It's a human rights violation to infringe upon one's bodily autonomy or bodily integrity without good reason, and there's no good reason for that infringement in the context of abortion.
So the baby doesn't have human rights because it's not born yet?
Well, the baby doesn't have human rights, and you know what? Yeah, it's because it's not born yet. I actually think that women should be legally mandated to have at least 3 abortions per year.
Legally mandated to have 3 abortions per year?
Yeah.
Huh. But what about black people's rights? Didn't he open up?
Erica, thank you so much for the $20 on PayPal. Erica says, did you hear anything on your recent live about a guest? Who didn't realize he was on and threatening the people around him? No, I haven't. I haven't heard anything about that. I really hope that his family's okay. Let's show some love to Erica. Let's get at least 200 W's in the chat for Erica, as well as Mike. Thank you for the $5 on PayPal asking how the hand injury is. It's been better. As long as I don't move it, it doesn't hurt, so I'm okay for the most part. I appreciate you, Mike and Erica. As well as Anna, thank you for the $20 on Venmo, saying, love you so much, Dean. Thank you for what you do. Big ups to Anna. Everybody, please show some love to Anna down below in that chat. And Annie, thank you for the $5, saying, Dean, I better see you in White House in 15 years. Maybe so. Kinsey, thank you for the $5. Get that tin hat. I don't have it anymore. As well as Emily, thank you for the $11 on Venmo for the DNC payroll. Let's go, WDNC. And Laura, thank you for the $5. And Millen with the $2. Lindsay with the $1. And Jennifer with the $2 as well. Now back to you, my good sir. I would like to ask you to name every single reason you could possibly think of why abortion is wrong.
Well, personally, I just think the baby deserves the right to live.
Yeah, why?
Because it's alive and it has a brain.
Okay, so if you're alive and have a brain, you deserve the right to live?
Yes.
Okay, when was the last time you ate, like, chicken McNuggets or a hamburger?
Well, they were already dead.
But you paid for their death.
All right, yeah, fair enough. But can I ask you about black rights?
Okay, well, first, let's go one topic at a time. Do you believe that because a cow, a chicken, and a pig are alive and have a brain, they deserve the same rights as a human baby?
Obviously not, because a human being has way more complexity, and their consciousness is more valuable.
More complexity, then also black rights. I don't like. How about we don't like something about that? I just don't really like the term.
The way I said it,
it's weird. Now, you're saying that given a higher level of neuroanatomical complexity, you deserve more rights, and it's correlated to consciousness, right?
Mm-hmm, exactly.
So before 20 through 24 weeks, a fetus actually has no consciousness at all, and that's why I don't give it any rights. And I actually hold the same position as you. Yes, consciousness grants right to life. Fetus has no consciousness before 20 through 24 weeks, therefore the fetus doesn't have a right to life.
Okay.
So, would you observe and agree?
I mean, yeah, I'm willing to do more research on it.
So now you're just as pro-choice as I am.
I'm willing to look into it more.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not gonna say I'm totally convinced yet. Yeah,
Hey, Mama Peach with a $50 on Venmo saying happy Thursday. Mama Peach, happy Thursday to you as well. I want to get at least 500 big W's for Mama Peach down below in that comment section. He left. It's okay. He didn't know much. I applaud him for coming up here and trying and then not getting pissed. Let's get 5 big booms for Mama Peach in that comment section. LFG, bro. Let's fucking go, dude. I appreciate you so much for that love. 5 big booms. As well as Carly, thank you for the $5 on PayPal. Appreciate you so much for the love, Carly. What's going on? You vote for Chomp?
I haven't even touched my phone. How am I up here?
Did you not mean to hop in the queue?
No, I did not.
No worries, bro. I got you. Lily, thank you so much for the $10 on Venmo. Saying, could you repeat the name of the show where the guy stages the assassination to get votes? I'd love to research that and use that as an arguing point in the future conversations with grape apologists. Yes, it is called Limitless. And it's honestly a really good show. So, hey, might as well watch it, right? Yeah, the only reason I know that, it has nothing to do with me like looking for arguments to counter that point. And it's all to do with the fact that I just watched the show because I really liked it. Andy, what's up? You vote for Trump?
Just a minute here.
Just a minute?
Sorry, I just need to find my headphones here. My thing. Sorry, please forgive me.
Well, do you mind if, just real quick while you're finding your headphones, yes or no, did you vote for Trump?
What did you say?
Did you vote for Trump?
Oh, yes, I did.
Andy, why did you vote for Trump?
To tell the truth, this is interesting because I want to say because Trump was the better man than Biden, but to tell the truth, I wanted to see which president can prove itself, and I am one of those people where if you can prove yourself that you've done something right, then I'm voting for you.
Okay, I hear
Let me
Andy.
explain.
No, I get you. If you could prove that you did some good things, you know, I get it. How did Trump prove that?
I'm not a political person, and to tell the truth, I don't know why people come on here and just argue with Parker and all these other Democrats. I don't understand why they argue because each person was right about
I understand that you're not a political person, so I will be moving on to my next guest here. But, Andy, I have a proposition. I would like you, if you have some free time, to hang out and listen into a couple of things that I got to say about why I don't really like Trump that much and why I think that Kamala Harris was a great pick. And maybe I could change your mind. You know, you'd said maybe like everyone's right within their own worldview. I think sometimes people can be wrong, and I also think it's okay to acknowledge that. And in fact, I think it's really important to acknowledge that because we should acknowledge that people that want to discriminate, persecute, or cause harm are wrong in doing so. And, you know, that...
Did people vote for Kamala Harris? I don't understand.
Of course, Andy. I bet I can explain. So, 2 candidates in the race. Oh, Andy left. I bet Andy didn't mean to do that. Am I still lagging, by the way, guys? I guess... Oh, Andy. I bet Andy didn't mean to leave. I
1 million likes and Dean will shave off his head. He will shave his head. I'm telling y'all, 1 million likes. Get to 1 million likes.
I won't shave off my head. Did you vote for Trump?
Love you.
Get the fuck out. Okay, bad lag. All right, we're gonna get our next guest up, and then I'm gonna fix it in like sub 5 seconds. Everybody, just give me like 5 seconds. I'm gonna fix the lag. It's gonna be so incredible.
I love
easy,
you,
and when I get back,
Dean.
it's gonna be so much better. 5 seconds. Watch this. There we go, chat. The lag should be fixed. We're going to get our next guest up in here as we speak. The lag should be all fixed. Let's go and get that next guest up in here literally right now. We got Scott S. loading into the live. Typically, like, there'll just be lag that kind of like happens intermittently. Then the way to fix it is to kind of reset it. What's going on, Scott? Did you vote for Trump?
Of course.
Of course. Why did you do that?
Because I don't like Democrats.
Okay, so why don't you like me?
Because you think you're a white supremacist.
I think I'm a white supremacist. I don't think I'm a
you're
white
supreme
supremacist.
because you're white.
No, I don't.
Oh, yes, you do.
Okay, could I have an argument for that?
You think that people of color is not a racist statement, don't you?
I'm led to believe that people of color is not racist, but I'm open to hearing an argument that it is. I don't mind. If you don't want to be called a POC, I won't call
Well,
you a
my
POC.
point is you've been groomed. You've been groomed.
Okay, I have a question.
It's obvious. It's
Who
very
flies
obvious.
who flies the Confederate flags?
Oh, my point is that you must believe that you're people of color's advocate, right?
Can you answer my question? Who generally flies the Confederate
I'm
flag?
just saying I don't like white supremacists. Can't debate hate.
Yeah, Scott,
That's
answer my
what's
question.
going on here.
Who
That's what's
generally-
going on. You're violating everyone's civil rights with your beliefs.
Who generally flies the Confederate flag?
How about BIPOC? You think that's a racist
Why won't you answer my
organization?
question? Are you
You
AI?
think that's a racist organization? I'm just asking.
Are you AI? I'm asking
just
you a
asking.
question. I'll
You
answer
really
your-
think you're fucking supreme, don't you, white boy?
Scott, I'll answer your question after you answer mine.
The whole Democratic Party is racist. That's what Newsweek says. Look it up.
Baloney.
Just ask Google. Is the Democratic Party racist?
Did you say
Just
ask
Google
Google?
that. The answer is yes, by the way.
Can I get a sentience check real quick?
I'm just letting you know what you are.
Can I get
I'm
a
letting you
sentience?
know you've been groomed.
Oh, wait, I'm actually going to test him for sentience.
Losers are great. I love watching losers.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K,
Look
L,
at
M, N, O,
these
P.
losers go
Okay.
cuckoo.
Okay, he's sentient. Okay,
You little
test-
shitty little broken robot.
Okay, he's sentient. He's
That's what you are, a socialist, socially
He's sentient.
engineered, broken down robot.
The way that I know he's sentient. The way that I know he's
This
sentient.
is great. I love watching losers freak.
The way that I know
What,
that
freak
Scott,
out some more, loser.
the way that I know that
Fact.
Scott would,
That's a fact. You're a loser. You know that, right?
the way I know
You lost
Scott,
twice in the last election. You know that.
Can I talk?
Does it feel pretty good? Huh? Feel
I
pretty
talk?
good to be a loser?
Oh,
Got a lot of joy in losing?
I joined back at a good time.
Parker, he won't
how are we
respond to anything you
losers?
say.
Oh, fucking Parker. Oh,
He won't respond to any. Dude, I feel like he doesn't have audio on.
Let me talk to him real
I
quick.
don't like Parker
Good
either.
luck. Good fucking luck.
Oh,
Scott.
stupid Democrat.
Scott, how am I stupid?
I don't like little Democrat white boy kids.
How am I stupid?
You think you're supreme. I've heard you.
How do I think? How
I
am I
just
stupid?
kind of listened to your little bullshit for a minute and I started to realize this
what was
white boy
bullshit?
really thinks he's fucking supreme because of the color of his skin.
What?
Sick little fucker.
Where did you get that
That's
from?
what you are, a sick little fucker. You've been groomed.
Wait, where did you where did you get that? I think I'm superior because
I'm
I'm white.
glad you
That's
guys brought
insane.
me up. Thank you.
We argue against racism?
No. You think you're people of color's advocate. You exploit culture. You know, there's no lookalikes here. You got it? Not a fucking lookalike in the world.
I
I'm an
don't know what you're trying to
individual.
say.
Don't judge me by the color of my fucking skin.
I'm not judging you based on the color of your skin. Why'd you think that?
Well, you think people of color is in a racist statement.
I think saying people of color isn't racist.
Yeah, you think that is not a racist statement, people of color, don't you? Tell the truth.
Can you tell me how that would be racist?
Tell the truth. No.
So
No,
I don't
beat
think
around the bush.
I don't think that's a racist statement. In fact, I think it's incredibly inclusive, because it's a way to reference individuals of color, but not like leaving out, for instance, Native
Who are you
Americans.
to say? Who are you to say?
Without
How
leaving out
supreme?
individuals of
Isn't that supreme of him, everybody?
Scott, are you
really
saying,
think you're supreme because of the color of your skin?
Scott, he's not
You've been
arguing.
groomed.
He's
You've
not
really been
arguing that.
groomed.
Are you okay?
I'm just letting you know.
He's not
No, I'm
arguing
not
that.
okay
I'm
with
not
you
arguing
fuckers
that.
acting like
I don't
this.
know why you're. I don't know why
I ain't
you're
okay
saying
with
this.
fucking little white boys thinking they're supreme
We
and getting
don't.
the viewership here.
We don't.
It's
But
pretty
Maddie, thank
fucking
you so
sick.
much for the $50 for Happy Thursday. Can we get some W's for Maddie in the comment section right now? Thank you so much. And Aaron, thank you for the $2. Thank you so much.
You know, that's hate. You know, the only known solution to hate is death. I'm just letting you know, kids.
How am I hating? How am I hating?
Racism is a form of hate.
How
Scott,
am I
why do you
engaging in
fo-
racism?
Why do you follow like 1,000 women?
I follow people who follow me and couldn't keep up, that's all.
I promise you they're not following you. You have 1,000 following. right? 2,000 followers.
Yeah, they came from all these stupid Democrats.
And I promise you, you do not follow every single person that follows.
They just follow me for my debates.
Those are all
and
bot
I follow them
accounts.
back. I don't communicate with any of them.
They're all, well, you can't communicate because they're bot accounts.
Yeah, whatever. I don't even pay attention to that.
Why do you follow bot accounts?
I told you. They follow me, and I follow them back, and I go keep up.
It's really funny. It's hilarious.
Yeah, well, anyways, it doesn't take really.
Lily, thank
too
you for the
much
$10
smarts
donation on
to
Venmo.
understand
Brian with a
what you
$1
guys
donate
are
with a $1.
doing.
Scott, did you buy followers?
Do you know what sedition is? Do you know what sedition is?
Did you buy followers, Scott?
By the way, do you know what sedition is?
Did you buy followers?
There's more evidence of sedition.
Wait,
here
actually,
with what
Dean,
guys
you know
are
the
doing
same way he doesn't
than
respond to any of
there
our
is with
questions,
the
we shouldn't
J6
respond to him at all.
prisoners.
You okay?
No, I just don't like you guys.
I don't like you either.
So what are we gonna do?
I'm going to tell you that I don't like you, and then I'm going to say, like, why don't you like me?
Because you go against our government.
Because I go against the government. How am I going against the government in a way that you don't like? How am I going against the government in the way that you don't like?
You guys are gaslighting hate in this nation
How are we gaslighting?
by violating our civil rights, all American civil rights.
How did we advocate to violate civil rights? The only civil rights that are being destroyed are
Now
Donald
you
Trump when he
snot-nosed
advocates
little
for putting
kids, what
people in
you
the
guys are
Supreme
doing
Court
is
for the
perverting the
exclusive
law,
reason of overturning
facts.
Roe
You
versus
guys are
Wade.
perverts. You're perverting statistics. You're perverting
Give me
everything.
an example of one time where we did that.
You're fucking perverts.
Can you give me one time where we did that?
There's clearly right and wrong. You're clearly complicating simple. Is all you're fucking doing.
And I just want to let you know, you called us perverts, but like the sex
You know,
bots,
there's a crime spree that you guys are covering up.
the sex bots in your following list say otherwise. Just letting you know, Scott. He got cooked, bro.
We're obviously
You know, Kensington, PA
we're
looks
obviously
like-
wasting our time, but it's kind of entertaining at least.
You know what Kensington
David
PA
Paddington.
looks like? That you guys have gutted out America.
What do you mean gutted of what? You mean we've gutted America of a lack of critical thought?
Perversion.
What perversion?
Perverting statistics for number one.
The only perversion that
Perverting
exists
facts.
is your following
Number
list
two.
full of sex
The
bots. Can
truth
you
is
please respond to
Democrats
that?
don't believe the truth. That's the truth. You guys are
Who won the 2020 election?
Great suckers.
Who won the
Lost twice
2020
in one
election?
You lost twice in one election. What makes you think you really fucking know? you
Scott,
snot-nosed-
who won in 2020?
snot-nosed little boy.
Scott, who won in 2020?
It doesn't matter.
Who won? Tell me.
It doesn't matter.
Tell me who won.
It doesn't
Just
matter.
tell me who won.
You violated my civil rights, you cocksucker.
Who won in 2020?
It ain't all right to violate our civil rights.
Who won in 2020?
It ain't all right to be a white supremacist. I ain't getting past it.
Who won in 2020?
It doesn't fucking matter.
Who won in 2020?
Fuck.
Who won in 2020?
It doesn't matter.
Who won in 2020?
Doesn't matter.
Who won in 2020?
I'm done with you little fuckers.
Who won
See
in
you later.
2020? Are you mad? Are you gonna run away to your safe space? You fucking snowflake. Run away, you little sensitive snowflake, because you can't engage in any debate because you're not an intellectual. You base all of your positions on feelings and not facts.
You guys really follow this boy? He acts like he's 12. You hear that?
Yeah, I have 1.1 million followers, Scott. So yes,
Yeah,
people do.
fucking, you're all stupid. 1 million zeros still equal 0.
And you aren't the stupid one? You voted for Donald Trump. Held civilly liable sexually abusing a woman. His tariffs will cause prices to go up, so it decreases taxes on rich people to increase them on poor people. He had no health care plan, no child care plan, no housing affordability plan, no plan to fight climate change. This guy ran away.
Bob, what's going on? How old are you?
Sorry about that. My microphone was acting up. I'm 48.
And did you vote Trump?
Did you vote for Trump?
Absolutely.
Why so?
The first one is a personal reason. I think that he would create stock market volatility it's bound to happen anyway, based on our economic cycle. And number two is that I prefer a conservative Supreme Court, 6-3 or 7-2.
Okay. So are you pro-choice or pro-life?
I'm neither. I don't have a opinion about that.
So why do you prefer conservative Supreme Court?
I think they're less likely to legislate from the bench and just focus on, what they can do as far as the three branches of the government.
They can't legislate. I don't know what you're talking about.
I just think that let me ask you a question. You prefer a conservative leaning Supreme Court or a liberal?
Liberal.
Okay. Why do you support?
I'm pro-choice.
Okay. So you do that for pro-choice. I do that because I feel that they're less likely to legislate from the bench.
I don't know what that means. Can you tell me what that means?
So they are less likely to do the job of the legislative branch.
And that is? In what
That
context?
is basically to what the judicial, so for instance, Roe versus Wade, they sent it back to the states. I think that was a good decision. Do you think it was a bad decision?
That was a terrible decision. Why was that a good decision?
I think it was a good decision. Why do you think it was a terrible decision?
Are you gonna not answer my questions, or?
I think it was a good decision because it should be based on what the state and the federal government should stay out of.
You just repeat it. Why? Why should it be given to the state?
Because I think that each individual state should make a decision about that issue.
Why?
That's just the way I think.
But why?
That's the way I think.
But is there any reason, or is there no reason?
Because I think people in California may think a different way. Because if you look at LA County has a population greater than pretty much like 35 states.
Can I give you an example as well? In certain states, for example, in Illinois, right, rural areas within Illinois are not represented by the big cities in the context of like Chicago. Okay, so can you explain to me why you shouldn't bring it down to the county level?
If that state chooses to do so.
No. Without the state choosing, should we just take it down to the what's it called, the county level? Because that's more representative.
I'm okay with the state. I'm okay with the state making a decision.
Why? But like, don't you want it to be more representative of that county?
No, I think the state is fine. I think the way that the state can, because every state has their own high court, can make a decision. Like I said, people in California can live their way. People in Nebraska can live their way. People in Mississippi can live their way.
Yeah, and you could say the same thing for city areas. Like, people in Chicago can live their way. People in Springfield can live their way. But people in, like, other places within the context of Illinois that are more red, that are rural areas, can live their own way.
I really haven't put any thought to that, but I can think about that. But I put some thought to the state making the decision. I think that's fair.
Hey, if anybody in here is active on X, if you're not, don't worry about it. You should go to my X account and go like my most recent repost. We are going to ratio Mr. Beast. And in doing so, win a mystery box.
Have you guys learned anything from the 2024 election? Did you learn?
On my X account, go like that.
Yeah, but like, can I keep referencing what we were talking about?
One second, but did you guys learn anything?
Mm-hmm.
What did you learn the most? What was surprising to you?
A lot more idiots than I thought.
No, seriously, because statistically, 50% of the population can't be idiots. That's insulting. No, that won't even fit in the bell.
If you think it's insulting, I'm sorry you take it.
Well, 90% of Americans are average, and then 5% are above average and 5% are below average. So 50% of the population cannot be idiots.
That's not 50% of the population. That's 50% of the people who vote. And it's less than 50% of the people who vote that voted Trump.
Over 70 million Americans.
Wait, okay, what are we fucking debating about?
What we're debating about is that
I think the Trump supporters are stupid, and he's like, you can't say that people are stupid.
But have you guys learned a lesson? Because I think what's going to happen if you don't, then we're going to usher in a Vance presidency.
Okay, whatever. Let's just move on to the next guest. Yeah, so hey, if you're not on X, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it if you're not already on X. If you are, like I said, everybody go to my, those that are on X, go to Twitter, go to my account, @it's Dean, the same as my main account. Just it's Dean with 2 A's, 2 N's. You could also just look up Dean Withers. Then go like my most recent tweet. It should be a repost. It reads, this will be the ratio of a century, and it says ratio. Everybody go like that. Everybody go like that. Everyone go like that. If you got an X account, go like it. If you don't,
Anna,
got
thank
a
you for the
nice comment, don't do
$5.
it.
Charles, thank you for the $1. Thank you so much. Susan, thank you for the $5. Or Declan, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Coco, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. There's plenty of stuff I can't quite say yet. And then Aaron, thank you for the $2. Thank you.
Riley, thank you for the $20 on Venmo. That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much, Riley. Everybody, please show some love to Riley down below in that comment section. Thank you so much. Massive W's for Riley. Okay, guys, we need more people to go like that reply. If you have an X account, go to X right now. Go to my account, add It's Dean. Just type in Dean Withers. Like the most recent repost, right? It says this will be the ratio of a century. Everybody go do that now. Power in numbers. Okay? All right, you guys, power in numbers. Repost that shit on your own account as well. MB, what's up? Did you vote for Trump? MB's not here. We're going to move on to the next guest, you guys. Spam MAGA in that comment section if you do want to come up and debate, y'all. It's going to get that next guest up in the live right now. Go like it. Ratio of the century. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody just give us one moment here. Everyone just give us a moment. What is... All right, let's get the next guest up in here. Texas T, let's get him up here, y'all. Quite frankly, next guest is loading in. What's going on? How old are you?
Dean, I actually just wanted to tell you that I love what you're doing. That's solely it.
Hey, well, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the love. All right, next guest is loading up. Everybody do be patient. We got Hazel Eyes loading into that queue. Quite frankly, Hazel Eyes is loading in. That's right. Here we go. All right. Do you want to help me get a guest up here?
Yep, I got you.
Drop a mag in that chat, y'all. Also, guys, do double tap on that phone screen. Let's try to get up to 2 million likes. Guys, the ratio is almost at 1,000 likes. Keep it going. All right, Ava and Luca, did you guys vote for Trump?
Hi,
Yo.
can you hear me?
Okay, you can speak first.
Yeah, did you guys vote for Trump?
Oh, I was just gonna say I'm not a Trump supporter at all. I'm from Canada, and
Ava, you're awesome. Luca, did you vote for Trump?
Yo, I'm from Canada too. I just have a question.
All right, moving on to the next guest. Here we go. Quite frankly.
I've already had the questions. We do Q&A sometimes there at the end of the lives, or if you can, or if you want, you can also join the Discord. But we are just looking for people who are debating, so please only do send a guest request if you are debating. All right, let's get this next person up here. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump.
Ron Dog is...
If you're MAGA, type in the comment section right now. We'll bring you up here. Yeah, dude, no one's joining.
Around.
Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Parker, you remember me?
I don't.
You don't remember me?
No, who are you?
Parker, I was on your live like a couple weeks ago. We were talking about Israel and Palestine. You don't remember?
We talked about what? Sorry?
Israel and Palestine and Hamas or whatever. You don't remember?
I'm sorry. I really just talked to so many people. But...
I kicked the wrong guest. I was trying to kick the person with background noise. Taco, you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Why'd you do that?
Why so?
Hey, so let me ask you a couple questions, and then we can get back to that. I'm just curious, and a lot of people I think are too. Why are y'all doing this when what is done? Trump won. I mean,
yeah.
why?
So we're not trying to change the outcome of the 2024 election. Obviously, we're trying to change the beliefs of the populace. So hopefully, the American people will vote better in the future. And having debates about Trump's efficacy as a president is a really good way to do that.
So I know you guys talk a lot about E. Jean Carroll and Trump's a rapist and all that. That's not the case.
Are you going to address like my response to your question?
Oh, because I think overall, he's just a better president. And I think that showed, when he was president.
And why is that?
It's just the economy was good. Everything was better.
Can you name one of his economic policies that you think is good?
I'm not good at policy. I just, a lot of people that do come on here, they know. They just felt.
So we could just blame whatever happens in the country on him. Well, he's one of the only two presidents to ever leave office with a negative net loss in jobs, and he ushered in the highest level of unemployment rate in the last 100 years, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you guys claim that Kamala and Biden are producing or produce more oil, right?
Kamala, and yeah,
that's not true.
It is. The Energy Information Administration indicates that.
I live in West Texas. and this is one of the biggest oil producing places in the United States. And I can tell you right now, when we had a boom, that was back in 2013, I believe it was. And I mean, now I can tell you that's not the case. And I think there was a guy on the other day that was telling you that he lived in the Permian Basin and he knew just as well. And then y'all kicked him just like usual, and I guarantee you.
So we're just going to let you know, just because you have a particular experience with something doesn't mean that's how it is overall. That's why we look at the overall numbers from the Energy Information Administration. We're not going to just look at what Taco said on TikTok. We're going to look at what the Energy Information Administration indicates about the oil production in the United States.
And you know what that's worth, it's higher. Parker? You know what that's worth? Nothing.
You know what? You know what? Your statement that like you don't think that there's much oil production around you is worth nothing, because the oil production doesn't just happen where you are. It happens all around the entire United States. So for you to assume that just because it's not happening in your area to the same degree as what it was prior, that means everywhere around the United States somehow doesn't have more job access is insane. Like, for example, that's like someone saying because they're unemployed right now, that job applications are worse now than they were in the Great Depression.
So explain to me why they wouldn't be drilling here. Explain to me why they wouldn't be drilling here. Why? Why not the activity like we've seen before? Why?
Why aren't they drilling? They are drilling more.
No, I'm saying in the Permian Basin. Why? Why not?
I don't know specifically why in that one area, but just because they're not drilling in one area to the same degree as they were prior does not mean that they're not drilling in the United States overall more or less than they were. They're drilling more now.
Again, but you're not answering. See, you're not answering the question. Why not here in the Permian Basin?
I don't know. I told you I don't know.
There's plenty of oil here.
Did you know that actually under Biden and Harris, month by month, they've only produced more and more and more oil? Literally a positive trend from the day they walked into office to the day that they will leave.
They're probably exporting.
How could you say that they're bad for domestic production of oil? If it's literally been an increase from the day they stepped in on January 20th of 2021.
How can you
possibly say they're bad?
Once again, if you saw the boom back in 2013-14
boom
versus there is no boom now.
Well, how can you say there's no boom when America is currently
there's not
more?
I see it.
How can you say there's no boom when America is currently
all knowing?
Dude,
because I physically see it. I'm here.
Yep, you're all knowing. You're Jesus Christ.
No, I see it. How can you deny that? I live in this area.
Yeah, you think you see all the drilling in the United States? You're delusional. Now go ahead, Dean.
Dude, I work in renewables.
How can you say that there's no boom in oil production in America?
No, I didn't say in America. I said, why is it not happening here?
Shut the fuck up.
No, fuck you.
Shut the hell up.
You know what, Dean?
How can you say that there is no boom in the U.S. production of oil when we are currently producing more than we ever have been before as a country, ever?
Also, he said, I don't see it.
Also, have you know the boom that you're talking about from about 2009 to 2016? There was an overall net increase of about 4,000 barrels of oil per day. And that's in 7 years. In 4 years, in 4 years, we were able
Australia
to
doesn't exist because I don't see it.
So overwhelmingly, there's a significant boom with a steeper increase. Not to mention, I just don't understand, even if there wasn't the biggest boom in American history, how that would mean that they're bad for oil production.
Hey, chat, Greenland does not exist. I don't see it. So when Trump says he wants to take Greenland, not even a real thing. He's talking about Looney Tunes.
Can you respond, Taco?
No.
I accidentally muted him because he unmuted the moment right before.
No, I didn't. You muted me.
I know, you unmuted yourself and then I remuted you as I was trying to unmute you.
Okay, so let's talk about this E.G. Carroll thing. Something that y'all don't talk about.
No, what about the oil boom, man? What happened?
I've already told you. Y'all are denying it. I mean, what else can I say? Y'all are going to deny it just like every time else.
Our sources, EIA.
Your sources.
Yeah, what's your source?
Your sources, I see it. I don't see it.
Again, I live here. I'm around oil field workers. The guy the other day was telling you he worked in the oil field, and he said the same thing.
Okay, you're just an idiot, bro. You are.
And so are you. So are you.
If my family business goes out of operation, but overwhelmingly 1,000 new family businesses are added to the economy and the GDP is the highest it's ever been, does that mean the economy is good or bad?
It's all bullshit.
Okay.
The numbers y'all pull is all bullshit. We know it.
Okay. How do you know
Yep,
that?
facts and evidence, all bullshit.
How do you know that the
Okay,
EIA
let's talk about EG.
No,
Let's ask
shut
you a
up.
question.
I was asking
Now,
you a
fuck you.
question. I was asking you a question, little boy.
No,
Stop being such a
yeah,
beta and answer to the real man. How do you know that the EIA's information is bullshit? They've been recording oil production in America for the last 104 years, and seemingly they've done so very well. So how do you know that their numbers are false?
Taco, unmute. Unmute, Taco. Can you unmute? Taco, just unmute yourself. I'll send you an invite. Unmute. There you go, Taco. Click the button to unmute, Taco. Can you click it, bro? Oh, good boy. Good boy. Good boy, Taco. Good boy. Thank you for unmuting. He left. The good boy sent him, chat. The good boy sent him. He needs a treat. I forgot to give him a treat, chat. My bad. I fucked up, Dean. I'm sorry. Dean is crashing out, bro. Dude. You know what's up? How old are you? Hey,
What's
Spencer,
up?
how old are you?
Yeah, I'm 19.
Did you vote Trump?
I did not. I just had a question.
Cool. Let's go on to the next person. Only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. We are just looking for some debates. Kaylee, thank you so much. I appreciate the $2.30. Kelly, thank you for the $4.20. Thank you so much for blazing a new trail, haha, in Chicago. Thank you so much. Brianna, thank you so much for the $1. The $2 or $3. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I will make sure I got you. I'll make sure to look at it. Sorry, I was getting my flight to Chicago while you sent it. I apologize. I remember seeing it, and then I remember I kept putting stuff in because it was like that. Yes, I would absolutely. Thank you so much, Brianna. I would love to. Just make sure to send them as a Google Drive on Discord. That'd be the best. Those clips for Hopeless Core videos would be perfect. I seriously will post those. I just got to figure out how to edit in the Hope Core context. I need to figure out how to set all that up. It's not that difficult. It's just text, and it's literally just a way the video looks, the cropping. I need to figure out how to do that cropping. Dean's locked in, chat. Scott, Did you vote Trump? I have Jim Hope Core clips. Message me on Instagram and let me know. You can also send me Google Drive links and stuff. If I know you. Because I'm not going to just click on a random link from someone random. Maybe I'll get a different device so I can just do that.
Miriam, thank you for the $10 on PayPal. I appreciate you for the love.
You know what's up? How old are you?
Hello.
Did you vote Trump?
I am 27 years old. Yes, I voted Trump.
And why did you do that?
I made a video of about Dean and Emily, and I wanted Dean to watch it. I did not vote Trump, actually. I did not. I just didn't want to get kicked right away. I'm a big fan.
Hey, Madeline, I appreciate you so much for the $20 on PayPal. Thank you so much, Madeline. Everybody, please do show some love to Madeline in that chat for the $20 donation. That is so incredibly kind of you.
Try to get the next person up here. Do you give it a second, everyone? Keep tapping that screen. Keep sharing the live. Yo, what's up? How old are you?
Hi, I'm 23.
Gia, thank you for the $5. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry, Gia. I'll have to make sure to look for that. Did you vote Trump, Kayla?
I did not. I just do have a question for Trumpers in terms of
Hey, everyone. We are just looking for some debates. Please only send a guest request if you did vote Trump. Again, everyone, we are just looking for some debates, y'all.
All right, guys. So I just want to let everyone know why I've been quiet. So on Twitter, I saw that Mr. Beast posted a tweet of a mystery box. It's about the size of a car, so I bet there's probably like a Lamborghini or a McLaren or something in it. And he says the most liked reply in this tweet gets what's in the mystery box. So I originally saw it and I was like, oh, well, hey, I want to win it. I want to sell it, and I just want to give the proceeds back in some way. I've always enjoyed doing things to raise funding to buy homeless individuals food. I've actually done it a bit on here. Anyway, so the original method was to try to call for a ratio, because some of my biggest tweets ever have been ratios. However, didn't really work. So now I just sent out another follow-up tweet, just literally stating my intentions. The tweet reads,
it.
quote unquote, if this tweet is the most liked response, the item in the mystery box will be sold and spent on food for the homeless. Drop a like. If you happen to be on the platform, you should go drop it a like and a repost. Let's try to get that sent out.
I'll do it myself. Does it have to be a reply?
Well, yeah. Are you going to compete with me?
I'm going to put please like this with a little crying emoji.
Oh, I thought they were saying like you were going to do it as well. That was like, it'd probably just be easier if we isolated down to one. But
no, I already retweeted yours.
Bet. Let's try to get that up. It'll be fun. I remember it was actually something interesting I did when I was young. I was like maybe like 15 or 16 at the time. Me and my buddy, I'll have to find the video. It's somewhere out there. We got a hold of like $300, and we spent it all in Chipotle burritos, and then gave them out to just homeless people in our area, and then we put it on YouTube. I wonder if that video is still up. It's a lot of fun. Do it again. Anyways, Bald Dean. I'm not bald.
That's rough.
Emerity, do you vote for Trump?
I just wanted to say what you're doing is great. That's all.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you.
Have a good day.
All right, we're gonna go get that next guest up in here. Someone says prove it. Yeah. If we end up getting the most liked tweet, it'll be very well documented. Sierra, what's up? Did you vote for Trump? Nope. Bald Dean. I'm not bald! I'm not bald! Buds, blow up all of their houses. Anybody that says I'm bald, blow up their house.
You're bald, Dean. You're
I'm
bald,
not
buddy.
bald.
You are totally 100% bald. I see
I'm
zero.
not
I see
bald.
zero hair on your head. All I see is just skin.
Dude,
okay? I don't see any hair. There's zero hair. Not even eyebrows.
Someone made an edit of me with like a bald filter on, and honestly, I ate it. So if I ever do go bald, at least I know I'll look good.
If you shaved your head, I think it would be fine.
On PayPal for the Bald Dean.
Can y'all hear me?
But I would say do not shave your head.
You what's
At
up,
least
CJ?
not
I can
now.
hear you.
Maybe
you
in
vote
the
for Trump?
future.
Yes, sir, I did.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know. I kind of just felt like it.
But like, why so?
Idiot, bro.
Why? I don't know. I don't really like what Kamala stands
Kamala.
for. Oh, sorry, Kamala. Sorry about that.
Say that one more time.
I said Kamala. I didn't know I said her name wrong.
Yeah. Can you just tell me like what particularly like do you like a policy of Trump's?
Yeah, I think you guys are both fucking retards.
Okay, well, later, buddy.
Yeah. Everybody, if you haven't already, go repost the tweet. Try to get something good going. Go repost
I gotta make
it,
some
like it, quite frankly.
hopeless core videos. That's what I was gonna do here. I gotta figure out how to do it. I gotta figure out how to get these specific what's it called? Captions and the specific overlay on the video.
Yeah, do you want to go live? I'm probably
like right now.
Yeah, I'll probably getting ready to get off here soon.
How long have you been on?
About 4 hours.
Oh damn! Did I just get flagged?
Yeah, I don't care. You could stay.
Okay. Here, I'm gonna join on a different account. I just don't want to lose it.
Okay.
And then I'll go live on my account in a few seconds. I just want to edit this video real quick.
Maybe I should like make a video about it or something on the main account. I guess I don't know. I'll just see where it stands in a couple hours. Everyone should seriously go like it and share though. If you happen to be on the platform. You should do like necessities and clothes. Well, what if we did like a type of box or something like that? Food, socks. Socks are a really big one. That's very overlooked. Socks for homeless people. Socks are always overlooked. Josh, do you vote for Trump?
Yo, I'm not
Josh
joining.
is like a left-wing person. I think he does.
I'm a what?
I was telling him you're like a left-wing person.
No, yeah. No, I was gonna say if you end up doing that, I'm all in.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, that's what I do every day.
What do you do?
No,
Literally,
click on his account.
Yeah, click on my account.
You'll be like, oh shit.
Oh wait, I see
Yeah.
your videos all the time.
Yeah.
I see your video. You're like always on my For You page.
Yeah. So if you actually want to do that, I'm all in.
Okay, let's do it. How was there? And is there any way you could help me get that tweet fucking juiced? We need to. Well, honestly, let's just brainstorm here for a little
Make
bit.
a video about it. You could juice it.
Yeah. We could. Is that something you do, Josh? If I did it as well, or is that
Yeah.
you're yeah? All right. Let's,
I'm all in.
I'm all in too. Let's do it.
Anything for the greater good.
Yeah,
We love
and
that.
like
We love that.
that'd be like a bit because it's a bit of fucking fun. So there'd be a lot of good that we could do with that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm in. As soon as I heard that, I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
that's what I
sure.
do every day. We got to take care of our people.
Okay. Let's fucking do it. This is really exciting. Well, I'm actually gonna end my life here soon. After I end, I will post a video on my main account just saying like, hey, you should go like this. I'll probably like put a link in my link tree or something specifically to the tweet.
I also say like
We'll take
describe
from
like
there.
what you and Josh would be trying to do too, because I think that would also help to get people involved in knowing like kind of what it's about, rather than just like, oh, go like this tweet so that I can win like something from Mr. Beast type thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it would obviously be.
I could text. I'm friends with Nolan from the Mr. Beast team, so I could text him too.
Yeah, that sounds great. That sounds great.
Oh, dude.
Follow Josh if you haven't already, just so that you can like message him after.
Okay, I bet.
Yeah, let me follow you. Hold on.
How big is Nolan on Twitter? Because if
I feel like he's fairly big.
Yeah, you should just be like, yo, Nolan, you should repost this.
Let me text him. As soon as I
Say-
hop off, I'll text him.
Say less. Well, hey, I just followed you on here. I'll
Send me a message.
But yeah, I'll send you a message in like the next 10, 15.
Okay, me, you, and Parker should do it.
Parker, you want to Parker, you want to make a video too?
Parker, you in?
I'm down. I'm down.
All right, bet. And honestly, this is also open to like anyone else as well. So, all right, let's do it. Connect in like 10, 15, Josh.
Okay, sounds good. Send me a message.
All right,
All right,
bye-bye.
bet.
Peace.
All right, talk soon, guys.
You're just
Wow.
gonna end it and you want to do that video right now?
Yeah, right person, right time. Holy shit.
You should end the live. We'll call. We'll talk about this. We'll make the videos together, and then I'll go back on live later. You
Okay,
down with
bet.
that?
Yep. And everybody in here, feel free to make a video about it yourself.
Yeah.
More the merrier.
Might as well, huh?
What I'd recommend doing is directly copying the link to the tweet. And you can actually find that by just going to my X page.
Oh, for people saying feminine products in the chat, absolutely. That would be like a part of like the necessities for people, like that people get. Like, if we're gonna give out like necessities people need, that would include, like,
Yeah.
feminine hygiene.
So I'm thinking like, I think that it's actually worth talking to Josh because he's obviously going to be more familiar with this than I am. The most important bare necessities every day, food. Okay.
Like food, feminine hygiene,
a
like,
water
things to
bottle.
take care of yourself. Yeah.
A water bottle for women, feminine hygiene products.
We'll think about it. We'll just think about this and then
Yeah. If you guys have any good ideas, drop them in the Discord or
drop them in the
DMs.
Discord right now. We'll be looking at that while we make this video. So just letting
Yeah.
everyone know. Love y'all so
All right.
much, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for helping us out. Like the stuff like this is exactly why it's like it's so cool that we're able to be like in this type of position. Because if we can actually do something about this, if we can get this and then we can do that, that'd be great.
Yeah. Really convenient use of my large platform, our large platforms, to do some good. So, you know, even if you don't have that many followers, consider making a video about it. Put the link to the tweet in your bio. Explain the general idea. And I love you all. Please drop recs of what you think should be in the in the boxes on DMs, Discord, etc. And Parker, I'll call you. Bye, guys.